Welcome back for the final episode of our superhero
Spectacular.
and tonight's forecast, a freeze is coming. I'm Derek.
I'm Whitney.
I'm Jack.
And this is Bad Movies.
Worst people.
Hi, guys.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
I want to start this one because I don't think at the end of last week's episode I said where you could watch this movie. Just thought
Watch
about
it
it
on
as I
Max.
was taking notes. Yeah, you can watch it on Max. Oh, by the way, this movie is Batman and Robin from the year of our Lord, 1997.
The ill-fated title. I mean, you should have switched it. Batman 4 ever.
Yeah, well, apparently that was originally supposed to be the thing. The third one was supposed to be called Batman and Robin because that's where we introduced Robin.
Yeah.
And then this one was supposed to be called Batman Forever
Why did they switch it?
because Warner Brothers executives are idiots.
Because everybody's stupid.
Everybody's dumber than me.
Stupid.
But yes, you can watch it on Max for free, or well, if you have a subscription. Oh, I'm sorry, HBO Max. They changed the name again.
Oh, it's HBO. It's back to HBO. Cool.
Yeah, it went from HBO Go to HBO Max to Max. Now it's back to HBO Max.
Because
It's gonna
nobody
be
remembered it was
HBO, go fuck yourself.
HP, go fuck yourself.
And it's also
HBO.
on. It's also on all your rental services, Amazon, Apple, etc. for $4 to rent, $13 to buy, or you can do what I did. It doesn't come in this sweet box. I got this box from a guy who makes these called Blockbuster box sets.
There
You
is
should check
no
him out.
end to your nerdy depravity.
But you can buy these sweet 4K discs. So
I mean, the 4K discs weren't enough. He had to get a fucking specialized box for it.
look at this. Look at this. Hold on. So it's a case
Uh-huh.
in a slip cover, in a sleeve, in a box.
Did
It's
you
like
hear
the
that?
Russian doll of
It is the
movies.
sound of vaginas drying up all across America like a desert.
Oh, they're glooping,
He's
dude.
all mine, guys. You
Sahara
can't
down
have him.
there.
It's like someone went into Mr. Freeze's workshop and turned off the cold. You know what I'm saying?
No, it's not what it's like at all. It's like Tatooine down there.
But yes, so let's talk about 1997's Batman and Robin. I have a
Let's talk
full-size
about it.
banner, but I think this poster is cooler. This is
Yeah.
a great poster.
It is
It
a great
is.
poster.
It's got the neon. It lets you know what you're in for. Like, even
Did
you
you
don't
see this in either of you see this in theaters?
Fuck
Oh
no.
yeah,
I mean, you say fuck no like we knew how bad it was when it came out. I mean, once you saw it, you knew.
I was 12.
What year? It came out in 97. What month?
Summer?
Okay, so I was going into my sophomore year. Yeah,
I mean,
I wasn't.
Yeah, you're a little kid all excited about it.
Yeah, I was 11,
wasn't.
turning 12. So yeah, we definitely went and saw it. We had the little frosted collectible cups from McDonald's,
I remember
You
these
know,
toys.
all that stuff. So
I watched it the next year with my parents at home from Blockbuster Rentals.
oh, and when I saw it in theaters, I thought it was awesome because I was 11, and 11-year-olds don't know anything. I was
And
just
it's
like,
bright and fast and flashy.
you guys see all the bright colors in Alicia Silverstone in a tight-fitting suit?
She also got nipples.
She kind of got nipples, not like they got nipples. I mean,
Nothing
you
like they're nothing
this,
like his
this
nipples.
picture you can't really see
their
George
cod pieces,
Clooney's
though.
because this is their snowsuits, but you can see Chris O'Donnell's nipple right there. I mean, you can't see where I'm pointing, but it's right there.
That's right there. Look where his nipples should be. Boom, nipples.
There you go.
Yeah, there's
Those are
the
their
nerves.
non-snow suits.
And this is right on his dick, too.
Huh? You think they'd be poking out more in the snow?
You would, wouldn't
Well, they're bundled up more.
Yeah.
That's why
Okay.
only the young guy's nipples are showing. He's like, I don't need a jacket. Shit.
Dude, George Clooney is the worst Batman.
But I think he's a pretty good Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
He doesn't want to be here, does he?
No.
Like he's
Probably
delivering
not.
like Mork Norris a little bit, dude. He's like, "This is the Batcave. Welcome."
I'm
He
sure
just
he
has
was
some
excited
real-
at first, but when Schwarzenegger signed on and then became the highest paid movie star in the world at the time and got top billing, he probably
Yeah.
was like, well, actually, I did read that George Clooney wasn't. So he has been known to refund people who tell them he saw this movie.
Ooh.
In real life, like just you like I saw Batman and Robin. He's like, here's $8.
Nice.
But also,
Oh, what about the popcorn and soda, sir?
that's
No,
on
you consume that. That's on you.
But also, it was a stepping stone for him because I mean, he was on. I think he was on ER at this point, but that's TV. And he had done From Dusk Till Dawn. So yeah, he was on ER because he was on ER when he did Dusk Till Dawn.
He had done. Oh no, that's
but
not
that's
yet. Okay.
that's not a major
97.
motion picture. So this was a stepping stone for him. So he has. I think I read something that he did appreciate what it gave him. It just he knows it sucks.
I feel like I had seen him in something else at this point. Like he
Your
was.
dreams.
I was very much in love with George
He
Clooney.
may have been in a little bit, but this was his
Early
star-making-
2000s
people,
is
people
his
knew
era.
him.
Okay.
Yeah, 97 people knew him. Like I remember when
Only
they said
97
George,
people?
That's
In
it.
Did
19
somebody do like
the 97 people who watched ER religiously.
Do you know
That's
who?
how I remember him
Do
from
you know who
Roseanne.
on the
George?
air for a decade.
Do you know who George Clooney is? I do. We got another one. Mark it down.
No, but
or not
people,
Roseanne. It
people
was
knew his name. Yeah, he had guested on some stuff.
it was oh
Was he in
god, the
Friends?
Facts of Life.
Facts of Life.
Yeah, he's
Brad
in
Pitt
Friends,
was
but
on
he's
Friends.
playing an ER doctor,
Okay, so yeah,
and
I mean,
he's
so,
with Noah Wiley.
It's Wiley.
so people knew George Clooney. People knew who he was, but he was that guy from ER. He was a TV guy. This was his movie debut, or not debut, but his star-making movie.
His stepping stone.
But this is directed by Joel Schumacher, who
You can tell.
welcome back to the podcast because we talked about him last year, probably the same week with Batman Forever.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Man, Batception.
Also directed Whitney's favorite movie, Lost Boys, and
Woo.
8mm.
I do I can't talk about 8mm, sorry.
Sorry, I get too horny.
No, quite the opposite.
And then
I get way too horny.
written by Akiva Goldsman, who also wrote Batman Forever.
This had a script.
Listen to this guy's stuff. So later on, like now, he's created some shows that are big and I think were pretty good. He created Star Trek Picard, which I think is good, mostly. He created Titans, with the Batman.
Oh,
folk.
on HBO.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's done that. Now let's go back in time when he wrote this, followed by Lost in Space.
With Matt LeBlanc. Speaking of Friends, Matt
and-
LeBlanc.
And Transformers: The Last Night.
Yikes.
Or at least the story for it. I don't know if he actually wrote the script. And he also wrote Practical Magic, which I have only heard of because Jack was talking about it.
I love
I just watched it with the first time. I have
Yeah.
a lady in my life that made me watch it, and I wasn't upset.
Ooh.
And another fun credit in this, in the credits, Ricky Baker,
Ricky
Baker.
who worked on Star Wars and other stuff we've talked about, is credited with creating the Copsicles.
Really?
Popsicle. Oh, okay.
It says
I'm assuming the
Copsicles by
frozen
Rick Baker.
policeman.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's do the box office game.
Can I get a budget, please? Whoo! $125 million budget.
And 25 million of that was Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Deserved every fucking penny.
He's the only thing that makes this movie watchable.
Nope. Also drugs.
The only thing that they gave us
Okay.
that makes
yeah,
this movie
yeah.
watchable.
George Clooney should have handed out little hits of acid next time I watched Batman and Robin. I didn't like it. Try this and call me back when you take 2 of these and call me in the
Take 2
morning.
and call me in the morning. Yep. So I have domestic and worldwide. You guys choose what
Do you want to do both?
You can do both.
Okay. So domestic, I'm going to say 150 and world, I'm going to say 200.
Domestic is going to be 250. Worldwide is going to be 400.
Domestic was $107 million.
Damn.
They barely paid Arnold Schwarzenegger with the domestic box office. The world liked it a little better. $238 million.
Okay.
Okay, so
You were pretty close. You were under.
I
You were
was-
closest without going over.
I was
Yeah.
over as much as I was under.
We always get accused of being too mean, so I was trying to be nice to this
Same.
sparkly little jewel.
Well,
Bright and shiny
say,
turd.
When you guys say Catwoman made like $173 or whatever Whitney said?
Well, she only knew
17 million.
Whitney
but-
polled people, and only 97 people ever heard of it.
Exactly.
I also have
204.
I also have some alternate actors.
Ooh.
I know you guys like this game.
James Caan. No,
So-
Danny DeVito.
Was
So-
already in one.
I only have one
No, but who you guessed last time for Superman, was it?
Yeah.
for the Punisher.
For the Punisher. Jesus Christ. 125 people killed this year. What do you call that? Work in progress.
Exactly.
So I only have one for Batman. So Val Kilmer refused.
Yeah.
He was not interested. He didn't have a good time on the first one. So they had another person that they were considering who was also considered later on as Bruce Wayne / Batman for Batman Begins.
I know that's Christian Bale, right?
97. Tom
That's a Christian
Cruise.
Bale. No. He's
Anthony Edwards.
mostly a TV actor. He did do some movies.
Noah Wiley. I'm just going to
fell
go
over
through
it.
the ER
Just
cast.
go through all of ER. David Duchovny.
Oh.
Oh, no, he's going to try and fuck everybody.
That's why they couldn't have him on set. They're like, we're gonna have Uma Thurman, Elle McPherson, Alicia Silverstone. He can't. He can't be
He
here.
can't handle it.
Although, speaking of trying to fuck Elle McPherson,
Who
there was an
wouldn't?
interview where cast members were asked like what item from filming they would like to take home. So Arnold Schwarzenegger said he wanted to take his armor home. Uma Thurman said she wanted to take Ivy's floral throne, which I
George
could just
Clooney
imagine
said-
having that. And
George Clooney said
Elle
that.
McPherson said she just wanted a hat or something with the movie's logo. George Clooney said,
Elle McPherson.
yes.
Yeah, that was a super obvious.
Oh, yeah, he's thirsting, and I don't blame him.
I was like, tell me it's 1997 without telling me it's 1997. If an actor said that right now, like, oh, I'd like to take that. Who's an actress?
Jenna Ortega.
Zendaya home with me.
Oh, whew. Did you say Jenna Ortega?
Yeah.
We both thought of like fucking Gen Alpha
was
actresses
all
that we
Sandra
barely
Bullock.
watch movies
I was
from.
going to say, like, I just don't know any fucking stars. And that Jenna Ortega's all the hotness right now, isn't she?
Oh,
Yeah,
what
in the
about
horror world?
Eyeball Anna?
Oh, dude,
fuck is
if
Eyeball
Whitney
Anna?
doesn't write a children's book called Eyeball Anna, I am going to be disappointed.
You know, they're
She's
just- I
like
don't
an
remember.
Anna Taylor-Joy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Anya Taylor-Joy, I think it is.
Oh, it's
I think.
Anya. I thought
think.
I'm pretty sure
Is it
it's
Anna?
It's
It doesn't
pronounced
matter.
Eyeball.
Eyeball Anna is the best name.
Eyeball
anybody's ever had.
Taylor-Joy. Jesus Christ.
So I have a couple others for Mr. Freeze.
No, I don't even want to hear him.
Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester Stallone was one of them.
Ooh, I won one. I get a purple star.
Let me guess. Danny DeVito.
No.
Um,
There's
Home
some
Improvement
interesting
Test.
ones here. Some that would have been a much more sinister Mr. Freeze, but not nearly. They wouldn't
Ooh,
have fit
Gary
into the
Lance
whole
Oldman.
Henriksen.
thing. Ooh, no Gary Oldman, but that'd be cool. Lance Henriksen also would be cool.
Right.
Yeah, Lance would be fucking sick.
So we've got Ed Harris,
Yeah. Those baby
Patrick
blues.
Stewart,
Oh,
Patrick
freeze! Everybody chill.
Freeze #1.
Make it so.
Christopher Lloyd.
Oh, great Scott, everybody chill. You know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. Oh,
He would have been good.
where we're going, we don't need chodes.
Because Mr. Freeze, I don't know if you're aware of this, wife, is
Oh, you're
not
talking to me?
Arnold Schwarzenegger in
he's
the
a
comics
nerdy
or
little
in the animated series.
Well, I don't
Yeah.
believe Arnold Schwarzenegger was a fucking geneticist.
He's a skinnier bald dude. So,
No, this is Arnold Schwarzenegger from Twins. Like he met a woman with oh my God, Kelly Preston died of some disease that was uncurable. This is
Sure
fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger from Twins trying to cure Kelly Preston but can't do it, so he goes all fucking Iceman. Get your IMDb fucking little trivia out. Type that up.
Okay. I like
and
that.
then apparently also Hulk Hogan was considered for Mr. Freeze.
Can we just get Randy Savage instead?
Ooh, ooh. He's just down on the ground, fucking got his hand up, fucking ripping off other
Freeze,
people's
brother.
shirt.
I think Randy Savage would have been better than Hulk Hogan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got
Snap
you
into a
for
popsicle.
5 minutes. Bonesaw nose.
Oh, now I want Christian Slater.
Snap it to an otter pop.
Christian Slater doing, you know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age.
Yeah. For those that aren't watching, watch, because Jack does a phenomenal Christian Slater, and half of it is a visual.
It's okay at best.
You can find us on YouTube.
And Patreon at patreon.com/worstpeople with no ads.
How much is Patreon?
For only $5 a month for ad-free episodes.
Fuck yeah, dude. $5 a month.
Yeah.
You get additional footage.
You get all kinds of stuff. We'll talk about it at the end.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was just telling them where they could see video. Don't worry, there will be a commercial in here.
We're going to make that plug at the end, much like a butt plug.
And then there was some other people who I read were supposedly considered for Poison Ivy. I couldn't
Anybody's better
find a
than Uma
confirmation.
It depends what you're going
Joel,
for.
Who was it? Was it Joel Schumacher? Was it a producer? Somebody said they cast Uma Thurman because they saw her in something and they thought she was the most beautiful woman they'd ever seen.
She's not.
Also, by the way,
Was it Pulp Fiction?
she's doing the same thing here that Halle Berry was doing in Catwoman, and I didn't want to vomit every time she tried to be sexy.
Yeah, you're not
Like
wrong.
Halle Berry is sexy, but every time she tried to be sexy, it didn't work. Uma Thurman
Flip those for me.
is decent. Every time she did it, I was like, all right.
Flip those for me. I had half of a boner during this, full boner during Catwoman.
Well, it's because the Bane was in the back going, boner.
Boner. Fap.
Sticky.
Speaking of, I thought he was played by Vader my entire life.
No,
it's not
that's what I
Vader.
thought when I was younger, too. No, he's played by a guy named Jeep Swenson,
Yeah.
who actually died 2 months after the movie premiered at 40 years old.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he was
it a heart attack.
known steroid user. Like from his early 20s and shit.
I mean, unless we're talking
So
about the
he wasn't
other...
painted. That was just his coloring.
Yeah, right.
Being sick.
We have the other Bane, also the skinny one, the guy who gets pumped
the
up
tweaker.
and then gets... he's played by a guy named Michael Reed McKay, who is a welcome back.
Yeah, I know that name.
You sure don't. Well, you might.
You sure
But-
don't.
Maybe from listening to you.
He mostly plays character stuff. Like he puts on costumes, like
Oh.
Doug Jones style.
We had this conversation. That's why I remember the name.
Oh, okay. He was the gargoyle in Cast a Deadly Spell.
Fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, that sweet ass dance moves in our intro.
Yeah, from our opening
Our
video.
opening
Yeah.
intro.
Fuck yeah.
But we had Julia Roberts,
Ooh.
which would have been funny with George Clooney.
Yeah.
And then they do Ocean's 11 and stuff. And it's like, don't I know you from somewhere?
I'm trying to. I can see her being the nerdy one. I'm trying to see her be all poison ivied out, and I don't see it.
Pretty Woman.
Right, but
I buy it.
Well,
I'll take almost anybody over Uma Thurman, though.
Agreed.
I'm biased.
And the other one I have here
Sandra Bullock.
was in
Angelina Jolie.
another episode this month.
this month,
I don't even know what we
Yes.
recorded yesterday.
Halle Berry.
Not Halle Berry, but you got in the right movie.
No,
Benjamin
wait, Sharon
Bratt.
Stone.
Hello, boys. Benjamin Bratt here.
I would dig Sharon Stone.
Chris O'Donnell's just like, God, I really want to fuck that Benjamin Bratt.
I'm not gay, but damn. Something about him makes me want to I want to put my hot dog between his buns right now. I'm not saying I want to have sex with him. I'm just saying I want to place a hot dog between his buns. Maybe we can
No
relish it up.
penetration.
No penetration.
But yeah, it was Sharon Stone, and that's probably why she ended up doing Catwoman, because she's like, you picked a younger woman than me. I'll show you. I'll play an old woman who's mad about young women.
A little too on the nose, Sharon.
And one last thing I read, Kevin Feige, president of Marvel Studios, the guy with the hat from MCU. Wow. Kevin Feige has a hat. Dave Filoni has a hat. MCU only hires you if you wear a hat. So MCU, if you're looking for a guy,
I know
always wearing a hat.
We're screwed, Whitney.
But he's
What
quoted
about a
as
Boba Fett helmet?
He's quoted as calling this the most important comic book movie ever made because its catastrophic failure forced major comic book companies and film studios to rethink how they presented comic book based movies.
All right, not wrong. Because, I mean, I had a good time with this movie for all the wrong reasons. And, like, there are just so many cartoon noises, like, coconut sound, funk, bing, zoo.
I think that annoyed me
and they're
the
not
most.
all the time either, which is, if they were all the time, I would have stopped noticing. But
It's not
like
consistent.
every once in a while, it's just like, and you're
Yeah.
like, what is happening?
I would much
also-
prefer just the words across the screen.
And also,
Wow,
if
we
this
can't go
movie
that
wasn't,
deep.
I have 125 minutes written here. That can't be right.
No way.
Yeah, it was fucking
It was
long.
It was 2 hours and 20 minutes, wasn't it?
That's what I
different
thought.
Schneider film.
So 145 minutes. It was definitely at least 220.
It was as much fun as I did have with it. It was long. And you are right. Derek said when we were texting, the first movie is so much better than the second movie because there is 2 movies here.
Yeah.
And while I still
Yeah.
enjoyed that
It's
second
2
half,
hours and
just
5
as-
minutes.
No, that's what I looked up too, but we watched it. It was not. It was a lot longer than that.
felt like 5.
Let's see what the box says. I've got this right
Ooh,
here.
go to the box.
I have to take the box out of the box and then the case out of the box. Yeah, this says 124 minutes also. That can't be right.
It's because it just feels that long. It
Derek
feels
just
insanely
refuses to
long.
believe. He's just like, the Earth is flat. No, here's a photo from it from space. Looks flat.
Oh, I guess that's right. Because in my Letterboxd review, I was like, around 85 minutes when Alicia Silverstone was finally introduced as Batgirl, I was like, who could possibly care? And there were still 40 minutes left.
Yeah.
And so that makes sense. All right. So it feels like 2 hours and 20 minutes, but it is 2 hours and 5 minutes.
Felt longer.
It really did.
And I would have mentioned an actor up top because I don't know how much we'll talk about these little flashbacks that George Clooney is having to when
Yeah.
he was a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little kid playing young Bruce Wayne is Eric Lloyd, who plays Charlie in the Santa Claus movies, and he's also the little shipbird from Dunstan Checks In.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Good shitbird work. I don't think he ever adulted.
No, I don't think
Probably
so.
not.
He probably died.
I think he's in that newest Santa Claus as
Oh,
an
he
older
is.
person.
I saw that on his credits. Yeah, he
Yeah.
is. You're right. Is he Santa Claus? Is he the titular?
I mean, if you're not getting Tim Allen back, ho, 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 might as well get my son. Ho, ho, ho. Papa Shisho. It's a funny fucking role. I'm not even ashamed to admit it.
So we start with Joel Schumacher just being like, look, I know what you guys said about the last movie, and I don't give a fuck.
Make it
Zoom in on
neon.
nipples. Zoom in
Yeah.
on nipples. Zoom in on butts. Zoom in on cod pieces. Just nipples, butts, abs, butt.
sex sells, baby.
It's like my playlist on Pornhub.
You got abs thrown in there?
Fuck yeah.
Why not?
I can't look at my own. Might as well look at somebody else's.
Can't see him behind all that fat.
I know they're in there, but I have put a pillow here in case anybody gets tired.
But I mean, you do
Available
have
for
George
naps.
Clooney, so. And I'm sure there's people who find Chris O'Donnell sexy.
Speaking as
They
a
gotta
female,
be out there.
I prefer little pillows over rock hard abs because you can snuggle them like
There you
Halle
go.
Berry in a ball of catnip.
And that's how you know that movie's good.
And you mentioned that George Clooney was a bad Batman, but I commented to Whitney while we were watching
His
also.
features.
He looks the most like Batman in the suit of the the 3 Batmen of the 90s at least, or the 80s
Yeah.
and 90s.
I don't
with
know.
the chin and like just not like a 5 o'clock shadow, but just like you can kind of see that there's definitely he could grow
It's like
a
a
beard
2
if he
o'clock
wanted
shadow.
to. It's like he shaves and there's always a shadow. And he's got the chin and he's just kind of like he looks very Batman-esque.
I can agree with that. It's just, and this is my first time watching it this year. I was going to say in a while, but I forgot that I watched it with Bleep after a night. We came back from the bar and did some extracurriculars, and we were just like, this is great. This is shiny. This is flashy. This is fucking stupid as shit. This is great. But in that moment, didn't notice how much I hated George Clooney's performance.
Well, and as I told you, because this episode might be a little rough. Whitney and I watched this like a week ago, and then some stuff happened and we couldn't record. And I was like, well, I'm not watching it again. I've watched it twice in 18 months.
I don't blame you for that.
And I didn't watch it with you, did I?
The first time? No.
No.
Not the first time, but the
I'm
18
telling you,
months
though,
later.
if we could have worked it out that we all watched it together, we'd be singing different songs right now.
Probably, especially if I took the extracurriculars that you.
Yeah. I mean, at least any of
Mentioned.
my caveats.
But we set the tone for the movie right away because the first line of dialogue is Chris O'Donnell, I want a car. I was just like, ugh. Yeah.
Are you
This is where
fucking
Superman works alone.
Are you fucking chicks with your mask on?
Also,
what you're
chicks
doing?
dig the car, and
Yeah.
then he's got this fucking crotch rocket. Chicks dig crotch rockets too.
Yeah,
Not this
absolutely. You know, but I'm saying you find that crowd. Also,
You do.
you're gonna need a bat condom.
I mean, look,
Or a Robin condom.
look what happens later in the movie.
Batman a condom.
Alicia Silverstone is like all up on his junk just because he has motorcycles, even though she just wants to steal them. But
Yeah.
Sure. Maybe you get a little look at her on the way out.
and we have one of the only actors to appear in all 4 of these movies, Alfred Pennyworth, played by Michael Goff. The other one would be Pat Hingle playing Commissioner Gordon.
And it looks like Pat Hingle's father, Bob, I want to say, is also in this movie as a doctor.
Oh, really?
I was watching the credits. I didn't think there was a post credit, but I thought maybe there is. Let me just watch it while I gather my stuff anyway. And I saw another Hingle.
Oh, there's another one too because we have
And another one.
Gossip Gertie shows up in this one.
Oh yeah, because she's been a
Isn't
character.
that
In,
dude's
she's
wife?
somebody's wife.
She's Bob Kane's wife,
Yeah.
the creator of Batman.
That's who it
And
is.
she gets more and more speaking roles every movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Because
was
they're like, oh, she really can act. Okay.
But yeah, so they've slapped their tightly bound butts and balls into these vehicles and zoom off. And
Stupidest Batmobile
it's-
out of the 4.
God,
my
it's
least
gaudy
favorite.
And oh,
It's got this little spinning light up thing in the front.
Oh, he went full neon. Like Batman Forever was neon soaked. This is like someone was watching Batman Forever on acid and was like, I could make a Batman movie. I'll just do that.
It's like your guy that you like. Do it again, but neon.
David Lynch.
David Lynch.
Do it again, but more neon. I don't think he ever used a neon light.
Did he say more neon? We have all the neon in the city. We're out of neon.
Put a neon light in Arnold Schwarzenegger's mouth.
Oh yeah, please do.
Oh, you can't see it in that picture.
Yeah.
Maybe this one? Yeah, nope. Just blue teeth.
Dude, he's fucking captivating. And he's having fun with the role.
he is having. I will give him that. He's probably the best acting on.
He at least, like, I mean, he might be like, this script is stupid, but guess what? This movie's not going to suck because I didn't put enough into it.
Yeah. Hey, guys, I don't want to sound needy here.
I'm needy.
But we have a Patreon at patreon.com/worstpeople.
Mm-hmm.
And I know times are hard right now.
Real hard for me.
Inflation's up.
Oh.
You can't afford your groceries.
Can't eat.
We're not begging.
I'm begging.
We're not pleading.
I'm pleading.
We're not down on our knees.
Oh boy,
I mean-
my knees hurt. They've been on it on so long.
But we do kind of need the money.
I need the money bad.
We need new equipment.
New equipment. We need to do remote podcasts for all of you.
I wouldn't mind eating.
We need to have video.
I wouldn't mind eating.
We need more drinks.
Food sounds good.
So please check out patreon.com/worstpeople.
Please check us out.
You get a bonus episode every month, and we're going to have more content coming for you.
I'll send you pictures.
Thank you guys.
Thank you so much. Please give me more.
Patreon.com/worstpeople.
I'm being held hostage here. If I don't pay my way out of here, they're going to kill me.
and my next note is literally what you just said, because I said they take off on their Tron bike and Tron Batmobile.
Yeah.
It's so much neon, it's leaving trails behind them.
Chris O'Donnell just cuts in front of him and fucking makes him hit a wall that's left behind his bike.
And then, speaking of Mr. Freeze, we're introduced to Dr. Victor Freeze / Mr. Freeze, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Please, Mr. Freeze is my father.
I just don't understand. If he's Dr. Victor Freeze, why is his supervillain name Mr. Freeze? Shouldn't he be Dr. Freeze?
They took away his doctrines because he was using it for evil.
He was using it for good. He just accidentally got dropped into a vat of ice
Cryogenic
or something.
or other.
Yeah, then he started using it for evil.
It's one of the Batman movies from this era. The only way you get powers is you're dropped into a vat of fill in the blank.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why if they made
Penguin,
one of these, they were going to have the villain be Ice Cream Man, because Chris O'Donnell gets thrown into a vat of ice cream, and that's how you get Ice Cream Man. One of the weaker villains.
No, the Ice Cream Man is
Oh, shut up. He's got some fucking shitty boutique horror movie in his hand, doesn't he?
the Ice Cream Man is Clint Howard, and he serial kills children.
All right,
Oh,
next time lead with the Clint Howard, I won't talk so much shit. Some
But not all.
to be sure.
But yeah, so that was the biggest salary ever for a movie star. Like, because we mentioned in the Superman episode on our Patreon that in the long run, Marlon Brando ended up making $40 million, but that's because he got points on the back end.
Right,
His actual
this is
salary
salary.
was 12. Yeah, Arnold's salary was 25 million, which is funny because I'm pretty sure that these Marvel actors now are making more than that, even if they're just doing a cameo.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that was also
That's why the movies
30
cost
years
$1
ago?
billion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess it was 30 years ago. $25 million in... How much was $25 million in 97 worth now? Or would it
What's
be?
this weird
No.
growth on my penis?
Genital warts.
$49,748,581.34.
Boom.
So double. Hey, inflation's not a thing. He did beat his own record in a few years after this, being in a worse movie.
Oh, what movie?
Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. He was paid $29 million.
I would watch that over this.
No,
I don't know.
That little fucking Weasley face guy. He was what's that guy's name? I can't remember. He's in Sin City as the yellow bastard. He's good there, but everything else he's in, he's a fucking shit. I don't like that guy.
Yeah,
Mostly 'cause I saw him in
can
Terminator
see
3,
his
Rise of the Machines.
stupid face.
And it's just the reason Arnold Schwarzenegger is the best part here is because he's just one-liner after one-liner after one-liner.
He is zinger after zinger after zinger. That is 1,000% true.
And
Like
he's
this-
putting
this
so much
first one.
fucking ham behind it.
Well, like right out of the gate, he's like, "I'm sorry, my condition has left me cold to your pleas of mercy."
Yeah. I wish I had a little clicker because he was rapid fire too. Because then after that was like the everybody chill, and then minutes later was the Ice Age one. I mean, he is just don't forget to say freeze and thank you.
Well, and we have more tone setting. Batman grinds into the Hall of Natural History or whatever on the back of a brontosaurus.
They are defying the laws of physics with some of these moves and jumps.
Yeah,
Like,
they're literally
it's shoddy
flying.
wire work, but it's great.
Yeah.
'Cause it makes
he
for-
slides down, and that should be like Batman's cool move. And then Chris O'Donnell comes in and does it too, and I'm like, come on, Robin.
Get your own move, Robin.
Stop being a copycat.
You fucking punk.
And he's like, you're not sending me to the cooler. And we get all these hockey goons come in, and they start fighting Batman and Robin.
Gotham has some specific ass goons, dude.
They do.
So I used to play hockey, and I'm kind of just waiting for a bad guy that can utilize those skills. And until then, I'm just gonna keep my ice skates on and my hockey stick sharp.
Question. Do we think these were Penguins guys left over? And said,
Nah, those were circus
we're already
people.
used to
No,
the
because
cold.
they were circus people. But these guys, like, it's not like you have people running around there like, I'm looking for specifically a cold villain. It's like they just have a villain hiring service or a goon hiring service. Because later on,
It's a temp agency.
yeah, because later on in the
The
freeze
bike
lair,
rally. Oh,
in the ice box. They're all sitting around just like freezing their balls off, but they have to stay in there because Victor Freeze said so.
yep.
Yeah, this is when we get the first bonk noise when a guard hits his head on something.
And now we're talking about setting tones, though.
And the first of 2 times that Freeze's gun is taken away from him by a wire and planted somewhere he can't reach it.
The way it
Batman
lands on the
kicks
top of
it,
that
I think.
statue.
Yeah, Batman
Right?
kicks it and it's like it looks like a UFO from a 50s movie.
It just looks
Like
like,
it's just you have it on a string and you're just kind of moving it
Well,
around.
no, they had it there. They shot in reverse. They had it there and they pulled a
I
string.
don't think so because you see it like wobble on its way up.
Maybe
That might be the later one, but
because
one
the
of
way
these
it
it's
lands,
like definitely
it's
wobbling.
like it lands like it's
The way it
reverse is
lands,
taking
it's like
off.
they just stopped the footage. They're like, and there is good.
Freeze
Paused.
frame.
Yeah, freeze frame.
frame.
Freeze frame. I get to say that this is my line. Don't you say freeze. I get paid the big bucks to know when to say freeze, okay? I think I feel, close the window, I feel a cold freeze coming. You feel that ocean freeze?
But you know how Victor Freeze retrieves his gun? He tosses a dude at it
Yes.
and knocks it off the top of this brontosaurus, reminding me of the story I've told of my uncle trying to shoot a kite out of a tree.
Except he's using people this time.
And he jumps into his Freeze rocket ship, and my note says Freeze rocket ship, LOL, and takes off. Batman is inside the
But wait,
rocket ship
we're
with him.
skipping over a very vital part here. Batman and Robin had the Commissioner Gordon says this is a new villain, right? They had ice skates in their suits ready to go. Because they start playing hockey with this diamond with the goons.
Oh,
That's
that's right. They
right.
are.
Like it's like they look at each other after taking one of the hockey guys down. They give a look and then like to camera, ready, shing, out come the fucking skates, and they're literally having a game of hockey. And then Mr. Freeze's like, "Yo, Frosty hit me," and slap shots him the diamond, which would probably
There's-
hurt.
It would hurt. There's a drop scene where Alfred's like, "Hey, you know what? I have a feeling that we're gonna get snow soon or ice. Let's try something new in the suit." And then
Just
that's why,
in case, sir.
just in case.
Well,
Oh, wait, I always do my cocaine for Alfred.
yeah, it's fine. Well, first, it wouldn't hurt because Victor Freeze can't feel pain with his condition.
Oh, that's true. I'm fucking icy.
Yeah. But
I use
also,
hot.
also the ice skates are your problem, but not. I mean, when did he have time to build this ice Batmobile, ice fan boat, and ice motorcycle or whatever they fucking?
Oh,
are
that's
zooming
easily
around on
explained, dude. They
later?
had the toy companies make that so they could sell toys.
Okay, got
That
it.
man's like, look, you want to sell a fucking hydro sled, a fan boat sled? You want to sell one? Build me one.
there you go.
Yeah, so they go up in the rocket. Robin's on the outside, Batman's on the inside. Freeze freezes Batman to the wall and zips out of here with a Mr. Freeze wingsuit.
Oh
Sure.
shit! I'm gonna just because I watched it just now and you guys didn't. I'm gonna go back. Victor gets away the first time because he freezes Robin, and he's like 11 minutes and he's going to die.
That's at the end of this. Because they fall now.
Oh,
They chase
that's
him down.
right. It is
Yeah.
right after this. Look at that.
They
I just
take the
watched
rocket
it.
up. They take the rocket up. He freeze glides down. Robin gets in there and he's like, he unfreezes Batman, and Batman just pulls out this thing and he's like, a bat bomb? And I'm like, oh god, what is this? 1966?
That's why I was
Yes.
saying you need a bat condom.
You need the bat.
Everything
shark
has to have
repellent.
a bat on it. Quick, hand me the bat
So-
hemorrhoid cream.
So
I've got some pain in my bat cave.
They sky surf down after him on the doors and panels of this exploding rocket ship.
You're lucky these two know each other well because, like, how do we get out of here? Surfs up. What? What does that mean?
What
you
does
can't
that
just say? You can't just say. Ah!
And these are such bad. Like I guess it's not really full CG. It's like composite.
Uh-huh.
It's like they put Chris O'Donnell and Bruce and George Clooney on
Bruce
these
Campbell.
things and then film them in front of a green screen.
Bruce Campbell is Batman.
Dude, Bruce Campbell is Batman. As soon as you said that, it's all went through my head. I was like, "That's the chin for Batman."
That's the fucking
it
chin
is.
you need under that cowl, and just tell him to play it mostly straight. You know,
He can play straight.
I bet he
well,
could.
just give him a storyline where Batman goes crazy.
He gets Joker gassed.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, dude, are we doing this? We writing this?
I'll
Chris
hit 'em
Campbell,
up.
get at us, please.
So Freeze says something with Robin. He gets the diamond from Robin, says, "Stay cool, bird boy," and takes off. Oh, that's right. That's when they land, and he freezes Robin, and he says, "Stay cool, bird boy."
And this is when we
that's what you were
see
talking about.
the
Okay.
true form of Chris O'Donnell's acting, frozen stiff.
A mannequin inside of a piece of ice.
Oh, there was a mannequin. I didn't even notice. I just thought it was him.
It's a good mannequin.
There was no discernible difference, my friend. Joel Schumacher kept calling him over. He's like, "Why isn't he listening to me? I told him to come over here for notes."
Joel. That's
Yeah.
that's my dummy.
What? Oh my God! There's two of them.
Looks just
One
like you.
standing right next to me. You tell your twin over there to get up and get back to set. Now that I know there's two of you, we can work twice as hard.
O'Connell. It's all the twins. Got it. So yeah, he throws him into the Batman throws him into this tub of water and shines a laser pointer at it, and it boils. I guess. I don't know.
Yep.
Sure.
Robin is safe. That's the
Movie.
moral of the story.
But he's cooking in a vat of boiling water.
That's
It
what
is
I
a-
was thinking.
It is a perfect 98.6 degrees.
I don't think 98.
That wouldn't melt the ice
is
very
hot enough
fast.
to. Yeah. It would melt
Is
it
it-
for sure, but not as fast as like you. I think my hands are probably 98.6. Give me a piece of ice.
He puts that laser on there, and he's out in like 4 seconds. He got that shit up to boiling.
Don't
a
worry
flash.
about it. We've got another Robin dummy in the background. Batman, you'll never notice.
And then we're introduced to Dr. Pamela Isley, played by Uma Thurman, who is attempting to crossbreed plants and animals so that
For
the plants can
why?
defend themselves from humans?
Yep.
Question mark.
Makes sense to me.
But this guy, Dr. Woodrue, that she works with, keeps taking her samples to the Gilgamesh wing.
This guy played Lex Luthor's dad in Smallville.
Oh, more importantly, he plays the executive in Scrooge that Bill Murray hates.
Yes.
Yeah.
that
The guy that
is
he
one-
More
comes in and
more
produces.
importantly, he's
Point of
in
order.
Gremlins 2.
That's like the least important. No, yours is higher than hers. Sorry.
Gremlins 2, the new batch.
Well, that's why I said my first.
You're
So-
outvoted, man. Smallville is just not. It's just in the Smallville house. We're
Michael
we're
Rosenbaum is
Lewis,
my
we're Lois and Clark house. I think you know that.
Michael Rosenbaum is my favorite Lex Luthor.
He can be.
But she
Hit me up, Michael.
goes in, she sneaks into the lab, the Gilgamesh wing, to find out what's going on with all of her samples of what they're just calling venom, which is definitely not sinister. And she
No,
sees
if it was
this
sinister, I'd
guy-
give it an evil name.
She sees Dr.
Like
Woodrow
banana juice.
pumping this tweaker full of the venom and basically auctioning him off to, I guess,
Villains
super
around the
villains from
world.
other countries.
Yeah. He signed up as soon as he found out it was going to be intravenous drugs. He didn't really ask about what it was. That this guy's on the street. He's like, "You're going to stick me with a needle and put drugs in me?" All right. I'm in.
Oh, and this Dr.
I'm
Jason
fitting
Woodrow,
all
he
in.
must he must work for this temp agency that hires out goons, and he's like, how do I up my rates? Got it. Super soldier.
Yeah. Yeah. Super soldier serum.
Didn't he say he was like a convict from Arkham or some shit?
Probably.
I don't know.
That would make sense because I mean Arkham had all kinds of nefarious doctors. I'm sure.
She's mad that he's misusing her research for a, quote, maniacal scheme for world domination.
That's what I was gonna do. You can't do that. I want to be maniacal and world dominate. I call
And
dibs.
so his response to this is to try to have sex with her.
Yep.
I mean, he's an evil
and-
guy.
And she says no, so he
Oh, his
pushes-
work is great
buries
though
her.
because he's like, well, sadly, God, how's he put it? He's like,
I'm not good at rejection.
but before that, he's like, I respect your opinion. Sadly, I'm not good at rejection, so you're gonna have to die. Ah! Like he fucking lets out this scream that's like, whoa, caught me a little off guard there.
He's a really good mad scientist.
He
Yeah,
is.
like
He is.
phenomenally.
He is definitely he is definitely in this movie.
Yes.
He comes in very late in Fear the Walking Dead, much as a mad scientist, messiah of a cult thing. Plays it perfectly.
So it's just the same guy.
Very
same
believable.
character, I mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, he shoves over all these vials of venom and shit on her, and then it eats through the floor, and she falls down. And so now Uma Thurman's out of the movie. It's weird that she's on the poster.
She died.
And also she's being covered in poison ivy, and snakes are crawling all over her.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's going to lead to anything.
Not in Gotham.
We find out that Victor
Would you
freezes.
consider that a vat of poison ivy, snakes, and chemical venom?
Yeah,
It's a shift that.
because it's all these like beakers full of chemicals, and it gets pushed over, and she falls into a hole, and then covered in chemicals.
Yeah.
And there's snakes and plants down there, so
Makeshift vat.
it's the nature version of a vat.
It is the nature version.
Yeah. So we find out that Freeze's wife had McGregor's syndrome, which is not real.
It's MacGuffin syndrome. You know it. I got stage 1
Man,
MacGuffin.
How did I not think of that?
You've taught me well.
And he tried to find a cure for it, but something gobbledygook,
He ended
and
up
he
just
got
playing the
turned
Cure.
into.
I don't know why she's still fucking sad. Friday, I'm in love. I think I found the cure.
This is a good time to mention, for those of you who have not watched it, go watch the Batman the Animated Series episode or arc. I think it's just an episode about Mr. Freeze. Like, I think it's, I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, I feel like it's a two-parter.
It is so fucking good.
Yeah.
It is like your wife, you would be crying at the end of that.
Hot
It's a cartoon.
nose.
I wouldn't
And
cry.
it'll still
Hot
do it.
nose, girl.
This whole
I don't know.
thing
Does
with
it have the music?
they've got good music on there. This whole thing with his wife and everything, it's actually like important. Unlike this, where Arnold Schwarzenegger is just like, this is some random model in a tube. I love her.
What Derek's doing right now for the Batman animated series is what I've been doing to him with Clone Wars, the animated series. Because, it's a cartoon that most people don't give a shit about, but it's phenomenal storytelling. And he's right.
It's called Heart of Ice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's
Get Your Icy Heart On is the follow-up title.
Now I'm just thinking of Shaq. With his icy hot.
Get your icy hot on.
Get your icy hot on.
Get your icy hot on.
What was it? Shimmy, shimmy.
But we also start seeing that it's funny because they talk about McGregor's syndrome.
MacGuffin.
And then Alfred walks out of the room and goes, and you're like, oh, okay, so he has it too.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be like a big
got
twist.
the
That's like a
MacGuffins.
surprise. I got a case of the MacGuffins.
Yeah, there's all kinds of supposed to be twists here. I think that it was supposed to be a twist or a shock that Alicia Silverstone into being Batgirl.
Yeah.
And I love
Well,
it. She's
it
got
wasn't-
that teeny little mask on. She's like, hey, it's me, Barbara.
You know what makes it less of a surprise? The movie poster.
That's true. Look, even Chris O'Donnell's checking her out in that poster. What you doing down there, girl? Dang. You feel like playing around with a piece of wood later? That's not me hitting on you. I am a piece of wood.
So she popped up on my TikTok. She is still looking real fucking good.
Atta girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Atta girl.
Well, it's easier when you're rich and don't have to do anything but work out and eat right.
She's not.
I still
She's
wouldn't.
not in the movies.
She made enough money. You think she didn't just make some money off me when I pre-ordered Clueless on 4K?
She got that clueless money.
She got that the Aerosmith money.
She got the Aerosmith money. She got that
She's got
Marky
the-
Mark money.
She's got the settlement money from the Aerosmith lawsuit after
Marky
the music
Mark.
video.
What's
Oh no,
she do with Marky Mark?
let's please hit her poom with it with
Yeah.
Marky Mark. Would have been better with Alicia.
Fuck yeah, would have. Sorry.
I don't even know what you
just
guys are
got
talking about.
Fear.
Primal Fear. Or no, just
Oh.
Fear.
Oh, okay. Never seen it.
Watch
I'll
it once.
later.
It's a good
Oh, I'm
one.
afraid.
Oh, bro, I'm gonna start pounding my chest, make him think that you beat me.
Yeah.
Bro,
They're not
hang
gonna
out,
believe
please.
it.
I'm
It's
hanging out
got-
with Please Hitterpoon. I know that's not a real name, but that's what my uncle calls her.
That's
It's
what I
got that
call
dude
him.
from CSI as her dad.
Which one, bro? Which CSI? Miami?
The Vegas.
New York?
Oh,
Vegas?
the guy from
Texas?
Manhunter.
Yeah.
I like that guy.
I don't even know who you're talking about, bro.
And then the
CSI
other,
Vegas.
Like
The
the-
original.
That's the original. Is Vegas. It got started in Vegas. You fucking kidding me? Vegas is when you go when you've already had like 3 different spin-offs of it. Like, where do we go now? Let's make it wacky. Go in Vegas. That way we can have prostitutes with poker chips up their butts.
I'm gonna bring
they
it back
went-
for you.
They
Hold
went
on.
Vegas, Miami, New York.
This is the
think there's
wrong
like a
order. You started in New
Nickus,
York.
NCSI, and then they have NCSI LA with O'Donnell back to Batman and Robin. Sorry, I was bringing it back for you.
Is this what it's like when
Thank
I
you.
start talking Star Wars?
Yeah.
This is what I've been doing to people?
But no, you know what? Okay, I just got to say real quick, I don't give a shit about CSI, but I'm going to defend it anyway. I think maybe they did it in the right order because
You start with
Oh,
New
don't
York.
forget
no,
Louisiana.
every
New
cop
Orleans.
show was already in New York. So they did this one in Vegas to make it different because they're like, well, we've got NYPD Blue and LA. Well, that's LA. What's the one I'm thinking of? Law and Order. That's
Where
what I was. That's,
LA law takes place in which New York borough?
SVU. Pretty sure SVU is in New York.
I was thinking of Law and Order. They both start with an LA. Okay.
But they end, I think the last CSI was Narlands with
I did see
Quantum
that
Leap
there was
guy.
a Nolans going on.
Bacula.
Bakula.
Yeah.
Scott
Oh, I
Bakula.
think it was on at the bar, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I might watch CSI." Scott Bakula's in it.
It's not bad.
I
It's not
didn't.
great.
I'll
bad.
just
But it
fucking
also has
watch Necessary Roughness twice in a row. Thank you.
It has the dude from Fast and Furious 3.
Mr. Han?
The drifter kid.
Han?
The white boy.
No, the-
Oh, I don't know who that is.
the Texas boy. Lucas Black.
Oh, that shit.
That shit.
I forgot he existed for a minute.
So did the franchise.
The C or D plot of this movie is that Batman doesn't trust Robin to keep himself safe, and that becomes important here because
We
they
do have a
little
lot
argument.
of plots here.
There's like
There's-
14
yeah.
plots.
I didn't even
And
think
I-
about it.
I love Batman's lack of self-awareness though, because him and Robin get in a little fight, and Robin storms off, and Alfred is just like, "Perhaps you don't trust anyone, sir," and he's like, "Me? Nah, wait,
Huh?
that actually
I trust you.
seems, you're
We're
right."
talking about Batman, the guy that had a contingency plan to take down every one of the friends that he worked with on the Justice League.
All of his super friends also had a death pill in his suitcase.
Are
Yeah.
you shitting me?
No, he's prepared to kill every single member of the Justice
But you know,
League in case
honestly
they
though,
go-
kind of a good thing though, like
rogue.
when you think about it, because he's like, I have no powers. If somebody was able to control Superman's mind, fucked. Absolutely fucked.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
why
I've
he has
seen,
a kryptonite
I've seen The
condom
Boys.
and he seduces them. Yeah, right? It's the boys.
And I've read Invincible, which is kind of the same thing. It's a Superman-esque, or not Invincible,
I'm like, I watched Invincible.
Irredeemable.
Oh, Invincible.
No, Invincible's another one. What am I thinking of? There's like a Superman-esque character who loses his mind, much like the boys, except for he goes full. He takes over the world. He sinks Taiwan into the ocean.
Damn.
He flies out into space and carves his symbol with his laser eyes into North America, just
Fuck yeah.
murdering millions of people while he does it. Yeah,
Kind of amazing.
Well,
no,
he
it's
should have made it to
fucking
fucking. If he would have made it to Flag, people wouldn't have cared. Like those people died for our fucking freedoms. Look at that, red, white, and blue.
But anyway, and that's when he does tell Alfred, he's like, "I do trust you," and he's like, "But I shan't be here forever, sir."
What do you mean? Do you have the MacGuffin disease syndrome? Is that what's happening?
He's only level 1 MacGuffin syndrome.
You got a real bad
See,
case of the MacGuffin, sir.
The wife is level 4 MacGuffin, which is
Oh,
like
man.
that's like a Sith Wayfinder.
Yeah. Oh God, that's
There's
deep.
there's no coming back from it.
Have we seen a level 5 MacGuffin? Probably in Twister.
No, I think Sith Wayfinder is the worst it gets.
That's the highest it gets.
Yeah,
All right.
because you have to find the Sith Wayfinder to find something else to find the planet.
Well, first you got to get the dagger to get the Wayfinder. Anyway, we'll get there in a couple of years, and you'll hear me get real upset.
And then we cut back to the lab, and Poison Ivy arises. She's like, I replaced my blood with aloe, my skin with chlorophyll, and filled my lips with venom. And Max on this dude, and he dies.
You probably shouldn't be walking around like that. You are a danger to everyone and yourself. They should have had fucking Patrick Warburton playing Bane. I was like, Bob, look at that. It's a Bob chopping that off.
Well,
Uma,
and the really
look what I can
annoying
do.
thing about this is that Bane is actually one of the smartest villains that Batman has ever faced off against.
And I actually knew that.
I'm not too upset with it. I mean, like, it is what it is. I wasn't expecting this Batman universe to pay any of these characters respect.
Well, I mean, Barbara Gordon is Commissioner Gordon's daughter.
I was
niece,
Batgirl.
Something.
No, it's. I think Barbara Gordon is Commissioner Gordon's daughter, but in this, it's Barbara Wilson.
Yeah.
Who ends up in the wheelchair?
Barbara Gordon.
Barbara Gordon. Okay.
Yeah, because the Joker.
And then she becomes Oracle or some shit. I mean, they made him a zombie. He's especially like Whitney talked about his skin. It's very necrotic. Like it looks like you might as well have just had that character be killed, and he's controlled by Venom and Uma Thurman.
I mean, it basically is what it is, because when he gets unplugged, he dies.
Does he? I thought he just came to death.
All that green goo came out of his dick.
I mean, like a fucking 11-year-old that just figured out what it does.
Flicking it like a cocaine bag.
Yep.
There's a little scene that doesn't matter, but I got a good laugh out of it. It's Mr. Freeze doing like an orchestra conductor thing to his goons while they're singing this like Jack Frost song from some
I'm
fucking
Mr.
Rankin and Bass
Freeze
movie.
Miser. Yeah, what is that? Is that Santa Claus Saves Christmas? He's got the Freeze Miser and the Heat Miser. Oh, you don't know this?
Could be. No.
You savage.
I wasn't a big Rankin and Bass head.
Yeah, that was our childhood because our parents.
Well, Derek was raised wrong.
And we have a quick little appearance of Vivica A.
Slightly
Fox.
younger.
Yeah, dude, crazy because I'm like, I forgot she's in this movie more, right? Nope. This is it.
Do you know what her character's name is?
Yeah, Misbehavin'.
Yeah.
Mama told me not to, but I did it anyway. Misbehavin'.
Sing along time.
Fuck yeah.
And
Yeah,
she
like,
would later be in Kill Bill with Uma Thurman. So.
It's just a really weird cameo.
Did Quentin really like this movie and those two people?
I fucking loved it. It was going the whole time. The guy hit his fucking head in the wall. Boom, bang, bing. I loved it. And this guy turns over here and he says, chill, everybody chill. And he's made of ice. That's what's fucking funny about it. You know what I'm saying? And then this other guy over here, he's got great dialogue. Uma Thurman comes down like some sort of teller, like some sort of reporter. Hey, boys, tell me what the fuck I rub it. I love it. I love it. I wish you would tell me what the rub is. Let me see them feet. Wiggle your big toe. Wiggle your big toe.
Batman Forever is the peak of superhero cinema. I don't want to see anything else. All this other shit, Chris Evans, he can go fuck himself. Batman Forever or bust.
Perfect. You guys are fantastic. Thank you for that.
Barbara Wilson comes into the movie, played by Alicia Silverstone. People might know her from My Dreams as a child.
My Dreams as an adult.
Clueless. Aerosmith videos.
I think this was my introduction to her. She wasn't in a lot.
Clueless for me.
I didn't see Clueless
Aerosmith
before
for me.
this. I may have seen the Aerosmith music video.
Maybe I saw the Aerosmith. It was
Crazy.
just that hot chick from Aerosmith. Then it was that hot chick from Clueless named Alicia Silverstone. Then it's just Alicia Silverstone. Blast from the past. Got to get there soon.
Yes, we do. Is that going to be next year's mental health movie?
It definitely could be because I could watch it right now.
Yeah.
And I read that most of her scenes as Batgirl were cut because so Alicia Silverstone had gained a few pounds during production.
Oh,
and the wardrobe team had to refit her costume. But when the press discovered the news, this is just a quote that I read on Wikipedia. They slammed Silverstone's weight. I mean, Wikipedia has sources. At least it's kind of might be true. But the press discovered that, and they slammed Alicia Silverstone's weight gain and mocked her for being too fat to fit in her costume.
Oh,
and Joel Schumacher came out publicly defending her during interviews and press meetings, and he's like, "What's this girl's big sin? She ate some pizza."
Yeah, right. Have you ever had pizza? It's delicious.
And I guess the taunting continued, and so he lashed out at some reporters And in a magazine interview, he basically he was like, I thought it was horrible. It was very cruel. She was a teenager who gained a few pounds, like all of us do at certain times. I would confront female journalists and say, with so many young people suffering from anorexia and bulimia, why are you crucifying this girl?
Also, maybe it was a week before her fucking period and she was just fucking bloated.
Yeah.
Also,
You be a female.
those reporters are all fat. So
How dare she put on 5 pounds? I'm going to roll up this pizza like it's a joint and I'm going to eat it.
well, and that's the thing. I mean, you'd look at this costume. If you gain 1 pound, that has to be refitted.
It's not about her being fat or heavy or anything. It's literally like 1-2 pounds throws off that
She's
entire.
fucking
She is keeping
sexy.
it tight right there.
She didn't drink enough water.
That's what, there you go.
Because if you don't drink enough water, you'll gain 2 pounds the next day or whatever. You know, like she didn't drink enough water, and all of a sudden she was.
Well, it's like Whitney was saying when she prefers her guys with little belly pillows instead of abs.
Little pillows.
I like my girls thicker than a Snicker.
But Chris O'Donnell doesn't seem to have a problem with
Buttman.
Alicia Silverstone's weight
Buttman.
because she's at the door and he's talking and he's like, she can stay with us.
Please be looking for me. Please be looking for
And-
me. Please be looking
and-
for me.
Yep.
I like Alfred's like, no, she's not going to stay here. I'll get her a hotel. And then George Clooney comes up like, no, she can stay with us.
I
And
wanna watch.
Alfred has this look like, fuck, which one of them's going to fuck her?
Yeah. That's why he made her
Chris
Batgirl.
O'Donnell's her age, but George Clooney is George Clooney.
Right.
So,
And she's gonna be a dad. She's gonna have issues, man.
yeah.
Step bat daddy.
Daddy.
So we go to this telescope thing at the Gotham Observatory, which, by the way,
Telescope
we-
thing.
well,
You're the wrong
it's
kind
a-
of nerd. It's a telescope.
no, it's a telescope like event. It's like a dedication, a gala or some shit. That's what I meant. But like,
Would you say
Cotillion. I would not say cotillion. I'm cotillion. Don't say cotillion.
but we haven't mentioned it, and I have to because this Gotham is straight out of fucking Francis Ford Coppola's Megalopolis.
Oh, it was like
Yes.
this big
Just
statue bodies holding up bridges.
yeah, like
it's fucking
like
phenomenal.
50-story statues all over the. Some of them, like this one, is holding up this observatory, but there's other ones that are just like a big dude, like sitting there flexing and putting his arms out. They're not even
Heisman.
doing anything.
I thought about just like walking around the city drunk or stoned. Like we are under this giant guy right now. Like it
Hey.
just this
Hey, I'm
whole...
gonna piss on this guy's foot.
Hope you like water sports. I'm peeing on him.
You think I can get the piss underneath his toenails?
I just pissed on this guy. Any funny? Take a shit.
Hey, I'm gonna help you with that foot fungus, pal.
You look like you got stung by a jellyfish. I think it's time I give you a little bit of urine. You're in trouble. Uh-oh.
you're in for a treat?
You're in for a surprise. It's poop. I've got to pee out of my butt. That's the joke.
Well, yeah, like Wayne Enterprises is donating this telescope, but it's speaking of MacGuffins, it's like, but it's a telescope that can see around the world because it's connected to satellites? ?
Okay.
Telescopes are for seeing space,
Yeah.
not
the line
for
they say,
peeping,
maybe,
not for peeping on a chick who's changing in her room in Paris.
the line they said was fucking made me laugh. It's like, you can see the sky anywhere. I'm like, I can look up and see the sky. I don't need to see the sky. You're dumb. But I thought this was going to be a plot where Uma Thurman was going to take over because I haven't seen this sober in a long time. I thought it was going to be that Uma Thurman took up. I was sober when I was a kid. Sometimes. So no, yeah, I had good days. They weren't sober, and I thought there was going to be Uma Thurman taking over this thing to like use the sun to nourish her crops. That's
Yeah,
what I thought
that's
the
what I
whole
thought.
thing was going to be.
No, instead that's Batman using the sun to burn Gotham to the ground.
So
We'll
it's
get there.
it's like the reverse of what I thought. It's not nefarious at all. It's very helpful.
We have Elle McPherson playing Julie Madison, who really doesn't matter. She's just Batman's girlfriend. Or Bruce
They've
Wayne's
never
girlfriend.
mattered. Yeah, she's not Batman's girlfriend. That's Catwoman.
She's in The Edge, which is a movie we're going to have to talk about at some point.
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, Anthony Hopkins
Baldwin?
and Alec Baldwin.
I've seen it
fighting a
not in a
bear.
long time. Ooh, fighting
Good
the
bear.
fucking
Never
bear.
heard of it.
It's a bear,
Yeah.
Mom.
Are you fucking a bear out there?
Mom, you're a fucking bear. They
Hey,
pay you to fuck that bear.
Bear fucker.
Do you need my assistance?
Sorry,
Oh,
anytime I let my hair down, Bleep's daughter calls me Merida from Brave.
Oh,
It's just you're a
So you're
bad mom.
Scottish.
Yeah.
She was also in Friends. She played Janine LaCroix. I don't know who that is.
Yes, I want to say that she. Oh. Does Ross go on a date with her where he gets the leather pants stuck down and then he puts his
Baby
legs
powder?
are too sweaty, so he puts the baby powder. It made a paste.
Okay.
Friends is one of my least rewatched shows, and I actually really enjoy Friends. I don't have a
seen
lot.
the entire series once.
Okay.
I think
You know
It
what
was a
kills the
couple years ago.
rewatch for me? And same with Seinfeld, it's just more forgivable. The laugh tracks. Laugh tracks bother the fuck out of me. Which is why it's so easy for me to watch like The Office and Scrubs over and over because no laugh tracks.
And
I
New
know when
Girl.
I'm supposed to laugh. And New Girl.
But it's filmed in front of a live studio audience.
That's why I like Cheers. That's real laugh. Those people are laughing with me. They're not telling me when to laugh.
Well, okay, so that was your complaint about WandaVision, and that wasn't a laugh track. They did film those episodes in front of a live studio
That's
audience.
one of
so-
my complaints about WandaVision. One of
That
my
was your
complaints.
complaint the day the first episode came out. You were like, fucking laugh track. And I was like, no, it's a real audience. You were like, no, it's not.
I didn't want to like that show, and I'm not going to.
All right, well, when I start my Marvel podcast, I'll have you on those episodes.
God,
We'll
how many
see.
podcasts are you gonna have?
Oh God, who's got the time?
When I'm rich from podcasting like everybody else.
Oh yeah,
I'll-
it's very easy to
what I'll-
make it as a podcaster. I hear.
So lucrative, guys.
Well, I got into it
Yeah.
for the
We've got
chick,
these ads.
man.
We've got these ads that play on the audio feed. We've
Making a
made
whole-
$2 in the last 2 months, guys. Almost 3. So
We can almost pay for a Patreon.
We are almost.
we could almost join our own Patreon.
at the lowest tier.
Yeah, we don't get cop rock.
The lowest tier is
That's
what
a
I
whole
call it
reason
when
to
my
join.
penis comes.
I'm sorry. What about your penis coming?
That's the lowest tier.
Okay.
By the way, Elizabeth Sanders is Gossip Gertie because she's also here.
Okay.
And she was in Batman Forever and Batman Returns as Gossip Gertie, and she was in I think '89, but it's
She's
just like
in
Gotham-
89.
Gotham Socialite or something.
Is
Yeah.
89 the only one we haven't done now?
Yeah.
I was really
nervous.
nervous when I said that. I was really nervous that Derek's gonna be like, we did 89.
I was like, didn't we do '89?
No, we just
Because-
Out
Because-
of these 4, that's the only one we have not done.
We were at work talking about Violent Night, and I was like, dude, we got to do that this Christmas for Patreon. We've done
we
that
did
for.
it last Christmas.
I was like, it's in our opening video
It
on
is
Patreon.
6 months ago, Jack.
Every time
I'm
we
mad at
record a
myself
Patreon,
for it.
every time we record a Patreon episode, you see John Leguizamo get sucked through a chimney.
That's not when I'm watching the screen.
And then we have 2 welcome backs playing nameless scientists.
welcome back. Welcome back.
Wait, they got
there's-
welcome on their back?
Yeah. We have they're credited as observatory scientist and observatory associate.
Oh, I recognized
the
him.
The chick is from Abyss.
Yeah, she plays.
Oh, she's the cowboy
she
hat
plays
driver.
One Night. Yeah.
Yeah.
She was also in Batman Forever apparently as Margaret, but I don't know who that was.
Okay.
But she's
And
from
then
the
he's
Abyss.
the-
She plays One Night.
The male is from Goonies. He's Data's dad.
Yeah. So, that means we were watching good movies, guys, because the
They're
nameless
welcome back
characters.
from our Patreons.
That's right. They are both on Patreon, aren't they?
I looked up one
Good-
of these
good for them.
thugs. I think the guy that has the name Frosty. And it's funny because he was, like, to Derek's point, now that I'm saying it out loud, he was a goon for Tommy Lee Jones in Batman Forever. So he is a thug for hire.
So Uma Thurman confronts Bruce Wayne about spending money on this telescope instead of saving the planet and whatever. And she's like, we should just get rid of like all this, whatever she says. And his whole point is he's like, so if we don't do any of the stuff you're saying, we don't have diesel for heat, we don't have coolant for food, millions of people would die from hunger alone.
That's just a
And she's
chance
like,
we're going to have to take, big boy. I don't care about
Acceptable
people,
losses.
just plants. Collateral
doing-
damage, kiddo.
She's doing her best Tina Fey 40s reporter
Yep.
voice.
But it's not sexy, in my opinion, because she's doing the male reporter. Like she's doing like that. Hey, lady, take that skirt, hike it up. Let me see them gams. Let me see them stems and them rosebuds.
That's how Tina Fey does it. That's why I said that.
Well, Tina
Hey,
Fey's
we're
not trying
talking
to be
fast.
sexy though.
Well, Tina Fey should have
We're
been
talking
Poison
fast.
Ivy.
We have high pants.
Tina Fey's Poison Ivy. She's hey, come here, big boy. You know what? I don't have the confidence to call you big boy. Sorry, I said that in the first place. I'm gonna go over there in the corner and write something funny about you. I don't want to kiss you, that's for sure, fella.
But so she screams and runs out. The plants are going to get you. Everybody laughs at her.
They're all gonna get you. Oh my God, she's responsible for the happening.
That's exactly what I thought.
She, oh, bro, that Uma fucking Thurman was right. Them plants are gonna get you. We gotta get in big numbers, small numbers. I'm a scientist. Well, at least a high school teacher.
I'm a high school science teacher. I had to go to school for 3 weeks to get this degree.
You think they give these fucking name tags out to anybody?
I know real teachers go for longer than that. I'm making fun of the town he's in.
We would
Yes,
never make fun of
definitely.
teachers. They're fucking criminally underpaid. We don't make fun of teachers. We make fun of Marky Mark playing a teacher because that's
He got his
unbelievable.
he got a teacher's assistant certificate, went to the principal who was a lady that found him attractive and got a job.
Teachers get 10% off at Harbottle Brewing.
We can't hire you because you don't have all the credentials. What if I take my fucking shirt off? Okay, we have a spot for you. It's in between my legs.
Well, we can hire you as a gym teacher.
I was
but you
just
have to be
gonna
a
say
real
that.
teacher too. So
No, the gym
science-
teacher also does sex ed and driver's ed.
We skipped earlier that Bruce Wayne had mentioned donating or taking diamonds to donate to the flower ball that they're doing or whatever, just to use as a thing to
Baits.
get bait to get Mr. Freeze because he needs diamonds to power his suit and his weapons.
This is how I look at cold chicken when I come home from the bar. That is me eyeballing a cold drummy right there. That's my cat in the background. Like, you gonna eat that all? I sure would. Sure love a little bit of that nibble.
That's a face of a man making more money than anybody's ever made for a movie. Because look at that silver paint, silver contacts, blue shit in his mouth. He's like, whatever, dude. I'm getting paid $25 million.
You know what that look
to
is?
be here."
Keep that up for a second. You know what that look is? I could actually buy this diamond now from doing this movie. I could hold the diamond this size in my hands. Can you imagine it? Because I'm doing it now.
Yeah. Yep. He's
He could afford that
he's a
diamond, dude.
billionaire. He's got to be a billionaire, right?
Yeah, he was the governor.
You don't get paid that much as a governor.
Found my phone.
Bet he did. Was it in your butt?
Nope. That's where I would have
He,
found it right away.
he got elected governor, and then he's like, just so you know, I get paid $29 million a movie, so you have to pay me $29 million every 8 weeks.
Ooh, 1.1 billion as of 2025.
Shazam.
Shazam! Oh, you
but we
didn't
have-
turn into a superhero. Wait, does that mean that this is the superhero version of you and there's some little kid out there that just turns into you so he can buy alcohol and smoke
I
weed?
was sitting over here before. I was like, hey, guys, we're talking about Batman and Robin. And I said, Shazam. And I just turned into a fat podcaster.
Kablam! Oh, I said the wrong words. I'm a fat podcaster now.
Fried ham. Damn it.
Fried ham sounds awesome right now.
Baked clam. Shit!
So we go to the flower ball. They're auctioning off these diamonds. They're auctioning off diamonds, and they're also auctioning off women.
Yeah. Because
'Cause
women
the
are
wearing the
commodities.
diamonds.
Yes. You
But
get
I
to go on a
still
date
think
with the
I still
women?
think you get to have sex with these women. The way these old men are bidding, they think they're gonna have sex with these women.
Yeah.
Because you got this one mustachioed, he's like in between Vincent Price and John Waters with no riz.
Yes.
Like take all of their
So Colonel
personality
Sanders.
out, and he's different mustache, my friend. But I'd like to bid 500 million on the extra crispy one. It's just some chick that got sunburned trying to get a good tan.
I'm gonna give
I'd
her
like
my
to give
11
her some of my herbs and spices.
I'm gonna give her my 11-inch in spices.
How do you feel about
That's
putting on a rain boot full of coleslaw?
11 inches is insane.
Gotta hit the diaphragm.
Fuck,
can
you
I-
don't.
Can I go twice?
So Poison Ivy and Bane show up dressed as gorillas, and she's doing this like sexy dance as a gorilla, which is really funny.
Yeah, it is.
This is like early furry shit, right? I want to bring up the fact that she has Bane driving for her, and Bane might as well be hanging out with Donatello in the original Ninja Turtles movie. 'Cause
Oh
he's got
yeah.
all the shit on, like his mask and his tubes, but he has like a fedora and a trench coat. Never gonna recognize me.
I thought about that when they show the picture of them arriving at the airport,
Uh huh.
because I think Alfred shows Batman a picture or whatever. Because he's got the hat and the trench coat, and my first thought was, oh shit, he's going to a porn theater with Raphael. That's pretty cool.
Chocolatey.
She has this like pheromone stuff, this pheromone dust that she blows on everybody, and
if you want to know what it is,
seduces them.
fucking Freeze will tell you.
But dude, the reason I think I thought her sexy stuff was working better is because even though this movie is PG-13, I believe
she's in a porno.
Yeah.
She is straight up like, because she's like, what's the line? She's talking to Batman and Robin, one of them, and she's like, my garden needs tending.
Yeah.
And like, I'll bring everything. Like, she does the auction. She's like, I'll bring everything you see here and everything you don't.
And jumping ahead a little bit, like Freeze is like, I have to go get diamonds, yada, yada. And she's like, I'll help you grab your rocks. This is a kid's movie. Calm down. And then I think I made the joke right after this when they leave, or when Batman and Robin finally get like the pheromones out of their head. Like, I don't even care about it anymore. Nice stems though. Great buds.
Yeah.
The stepdads are loving this shit.
I laughed.
That Uma Thurman. There you go. You're a stepdaddy.
I'm not stepdaddy.
Like, should Batman be bidding? Like, I know he's under the control of pheromones, whatever. Like, people don't know that Bruce Wayne is Batman, but then he's just like $10 quadrillion.
But he's got a Bat credit card, and did you see the expiration date on it?
Forever.
This would have been a better joke if it was Batman Forever.
Yep.
You idiots.
But like, I just feel like with the secret identity and all, like, people are like sitting there in the audience, and he's like, 10 million, 20 million, 100 million.
You don't have that money. I'll borrow it from you.
Like, someone in the audience is like, man, fuck this guy. Like, when the city gets destroyed from one of his fights, he doesn't come and fix it. We have
Bruce
to rely
Wayne does.
We have to rely on that philanthropist, Bruce Wayne. It's fucking bullshit. Like, they're so mad.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, but here's the thing. All the guys are under pheromones, and in Gotham, women can't think. I mean, it's one of my least favorite product placements in a movie. It's shameless, and it does not work for me. Thank you. And try again.
And it's definitely, I mean, it doesn't have anything on it. It says Goth card. So it doesn't say MasterCard or American Express, but he does say never leave the Batcave without it.
Oh, maybe that's why I thought it was a shameless plug. Is it just parody?
I think so.
Yeah, because it literally says Batman, good through forever, and then the logo is Goth card.
I didn't even check the logo because of the fucking goddamn slogan.
I mean, same here. My note says Batman MX, but then I looked up the picture just now. It says
weird.
Goth card.
They had it set for American Express, but they didn't get the paycheck. Like, fucking put Goth card on it. Who cares?
He can only use that to buy like combat boots and clove cigarettes and the Cure albums, though.
I found the Cure again.
Got it. I was like, what? And then,
don't worry, Alfred. We'll get you the Cure. I have a Goth card.
I have the Goth card. I know Robert Smith personally. How do you feel about orgies? Sorry, an orgy concert.
You guys, he's playing the Goth card again.
It's not my only card per se.
So Freeze crashes the party. Everyone chill. And he goes over, hand over the diamond, garden gal, which is funny.
It's pretty. He's terrific. Best part of the movie.
And she blows the dust at him, and he's like, pheromone dust does not work on the cold-hearted.
But he smells it. He's like, 1 pinch of your pubic hair, 3 pinches of your musk, and that smells a bit like vagina sweat, but it doesn't work on me. I'm not horny. I've got an icy hot on.
It's a spritz of lady musk.
It's meant to heat one up, and I don't get hot.
Ooh, he got British, and I like it.
And he leaves and says, cool party, and gets out of there. And that's when someone says something about that man, and Uma Thurman's like, that's not a man.
That's a god. That's not just a man. That's a god, baby. Look at him. Look at him. He's icy hot, I tell ya. He's got buns of steel, and I mean that because look at those things. They're made of steel.
Batman and Robin chase him out. There's a little car chase. They're going to jump off one of the arms of one of these sculptures. And this doesn't make any sense because Batman tells Robin, like, don't do it, you won't make it on your very light motorcycle.
Yeah,
I'm
trust
gonna
me,
make
my
it
heavy
in my
car.
tank. Then also he just hits the disable button, so he doesn't have a chance to hit the brakes. So now he's just free falling.
Yeah.
So now he's definitely not gonna make it. I was just waiting for him to hit the end of the thing and just go off like a ski
Nah,
jump.
he's not a madman. He disassembled the engine, not all the other stuff.
Well, because when he disables it, fucking Chris O'Donnell eats shit. So I'm like, well, now he's just sliding down this thing free fall.
Playing Tom Petty.
Free falling.
Nah, Bruce is like, look, let the bike fall. We can get another one of those. We can get thousands of those motorcycles, you idiot. Just make sure you stay alive. I can't get another orphan. I mean, I will in the comics. I'll replace you twice over, but I can't get another orphan right now. Yeah, Jason Todd.
We get Jason Todd and
Tim Drake. Even fucking
I'm
Damien.
sure there's some others.
His son.
Oh yeah, Damian Wayne. Yeah.
Who's the mother?
Ra's al Ghul's daughter, Talia.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, that's Hector's cat's name.
I mean, this
Nice.
costume, I guess it kind of makes sense that he's trying to be mature as a superhero, Robin, because this costume is closer to the Nighthawk thing. So maybe that's
Nightwing.
It is.
Nightwing. Mr. Freeze freezes the Batmobile, and Batman comes flying through the windshield like a crash test dummy, captures Mr. Freeze.
There was this girl who...
Frozen
And then
inside
Batman
a
and Robin-
tube is looking like a snow globe, and then
Then
Mr. Freeze tried to save her.
save her.
She was stage 3 MacGuffin.
But Batman and Robin break up, and Alicia Silverstone's caught stealing Robin's bikes. That's important for later.
They put little sweat grease smudges on her face. Like they had the goggles on. They were like, just grease her up real
Yep.
quick, guys.
And someone was like, I'll do it.
I'll grease your
Like,
face.
uh,
I'll grease your face.
Like the guy in Superman, the cop in Superman. I'll do chest compressions.
Who needs a chest massage?
And Joel Schumacher's like, I wouldn't ask you to do something I wouldn't do myself. And he starts greasing up Alicia Silverstone.
That's why she gained so much weight. He was using real butter. You try not
So
licking your lips
His
when they're
love
covered in
language
butter.
is food. He was
Mine
just
too.
feeding her. Same.
So we go to Arkham, where there's green lightning around the building, ? And we have two
How else do you show
one,
it's nefarious?
we have one
Yeah.
welcome back and one we'll see you in the future. Right
Okay.
here. These Arkham Asylum guards. One of them I know
We've
you
had
clock.
We've definitely had Mueller on here.
Yeah, it's Ralph Mueller and Jesse Ventura.
I could be in your movie if you'd like.
They're
What was
both.
Mueller in?
He was in
Universal Soldier.
That's right. He was the one that ate the steak. I remember
Yeah.
saying that.
Yeah, these are Schwarzenegger posse guys. They're like it's like that show Entourage, but with people with muscles.
Okay.
Instead
I got
of Kevin
biceps.
Connolly or whatever.
I could be in your movie as a bodyguard.
Look, don't make me guard you. It'll be cool. Don't worry. I know that we don't see Sven Thorson, but he did do stunts.
Oh, he's in
for
this
Arnold.
movie?
Yeah.
I was a bit concerned.
Yeah, he did do stunts, and presumably for Arnold, because he had done. That's how he became part of his posse, as he was doing stunts for Arnold.
Yeah.
Oh.
sure they were
part of my
bodybuilding,
pumping posse.
I was
Jesse Ventura
I was
is
trying
great.
to come up with a pussy posse.
We're not called the
Pump-
pumping posse because we lift weights, though. And we pump it all night long into you, onto you, over you. If I've got the good stamina of going, the shoots just keep shooting over you. Look at that. It's like a fountain de Bellagio. They fucking designed that after me. The standing in front of Bellagio is like standing under me when I'm coming.
But Jesse Ventura has they try to give him some lines. It doesn't quite work, but it's still like, welcome home, frost face.
Yeah.
You're the common cold and we're the cure.
And they put fucking Mueller in an eye patch. Like, let's make him look more Gotham. Psh, eye patch. Got it.
Why not?
You're gonna be here you're gonna be here for a very long time.
You won't live
Sadly.
to see it.
Yeah. And then Poison Ivy goes to steal this hideout from this gang wearing neon. Sure.
You know what?
It's
All
like
I
a
thought was
callback to the other Batman.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if it's supposed to be the same dudes that Don the Dragon Wilson was hanging out with.
it's
Yeah.
the
in Batman
remnants of
Forever.
that. Don the Dragon Wilson
Yeah.
got outed. Like, dude, you got beat up by a fucking suitless Robin. We can't follow you anymore. So a bunch of inner
we're
fighting
gonna-
happened.
Yeah, we're gonna follow Tim the Tomcat Taylor.
I just, why wasn't he in the fucking Catwoman movie? I wonder, like, about these guys. So you just wake up every morning and put this fucking neon face paint on, put your contacts
doesn't come
in,
off.
and
It's
then
tattooed.
it's
permanent.
tattooed. Is terrible.
It doesn't come off. They have cancer.
I got stage 3 MacGuffin. Careful, body paint is known to cause MacGuffin.
The cartoon noises come back here.
Uh-huh.
We haven't had them for a minute. While Bane is fighting these dudes, it's just like boink, boing, boing, all around this place.
Voices provided by Three Stooges.
And then she plants. Well, she doesn't plant any seeds. She throws some seeds at the floor.
It
They
took
just
God.
look like painted rocks.
It took God 7 days to create paradise. Let's see if I can do any better, pal.
And these terrible CG vines grow everywhere. She does a good job of interacting with them. I'll give her credit.
Yes.
Like when the one comes up over her shoulder and she reaches up and grabs it. Like it looks
So
like she grabbed it.
give
even
the
though it does not
animators
look
credit
real.
then,
Yeah.
because they're the ones
I
like,
guess
all
that's
right,
true.
you got to put it here. She put her hand up. I got to do something with it.
God damn it, Joel. You're making our jobs harder.
Do it again, but more neon.
So Dick Grayson. I don't think we've mentioned that so far. We've just been calling him Robin.
Yeah.
But Dick shows up and catches Barbara like coming back from stealing one of his motorcycles that we talked about.
Little flirty flirt
And-
moment.
Yeah, and he catches her. He caught her earlier. He sees
Stealing.
her on camera stealing another one. So he goes and chases her out.
And this
it's
is a biker rally of hired thugs for hire that you're talking about.
yeah.
Yes.
'Cause
This
you
is
have
what they
all
do
your
when they're not
groups.
hired.
Yeah. You even have the Clockwork Orgy guys.
Yeah, there's some droogs hanging out there. Corey Haim is one of the bikers in this scene somewhere.
I don't know which one he was though.
I couldn't find
Oh,
him,
he's
but
in this?
I saw it online that he plays a biker, one of the bikers in one of the biker gangs.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
We also have Coolio.
Was he trying to branch
Yeah,
off
we got
from Fel-
we got Coolio.
Apparently, so Coolio is playing the banker, taking bets during the race, but apparently his cameo was supposed to tease his appearance as Jonathan Crane / the Scarecrow in a sequel that Schumacher didn't get to do called Batman Unchained.
Okay.
Yeah, we've talked a little bit about this. There's somebody exciting that was going to be in it, right?
I don't remember now.
You've mentioned something about this before,
Yeah.
and I can't remember what it
I
is
just
now.
can't think
Coolio.
about it.
Go back and listen to our old episodes and then comment on this one and correct us.
Yeah, go back, listen twice, come back, comment, and then go back and listen.
The
again.
second time, listen at twice the speed. It's funner. Derek sounds great.
So, there's a race for money, and
That's actually pretty good.
so yeah, she's doing these races for money. These races, by the way, involve barrels of green fire, sparks shooting from everywhere,
everywhere.
balloons floating around, and barrels full of glitter that people can crash into.
Yeah, this is.
else do you
what
wanna
the
crash into?
fuck is not crash, but ideally water.
No, I feel
This
like
is a
water-
Road Rash, the video game,
Yeah.
where you can just do whatever you want. Just tase somebody.
So they go off on this race. Robin's there wearing his helmet that has a robin on it, but it's not obvious.
Not at all.
And all of a sudden these Kabuki Tuscan Raiders pop out on this bridge to like sabotage the pod race.
Well, Spike told him to. Sorry, what's his name? Sebulba told him to, man.
They're
Probably
tossing,
Secundus.
they toss these fire
Probably.
bombs and make Barbara and Dick crash, and the bridge isn't finished. I don't know why the race was going this way.
That's okay. Thank you, because that's what I wondered. It's like Homeboy stops. Like Spike knows that these are going to be here, but then what do? Because that's where you were supposed to go, and it leads to death without the fire. Makes almost no
Maybe-
sense.
They parachute off and hold their bikes with their thighs.
Okay.
And
okay.
hands. You
Here's
can
what you
still
do.
Use your hands.
You ride one of those suspension wires the whole way down with your motorcycle. We've already defied the laws of physics here, so you just keep with it, dude. Please.
But Robin, of course, saves her. They have a little heart-to-heart talk. We find out she was kicked out of her fictional school of Oxbridge Academy for racing. but she has enough money saved up to save Alfred from his dismal life of servitude.
Bitch, you don't know how much he
us.
loves.
He's fucking family. Oh, family just waits on you on hand and foot.
Yeah.
Cleans up after you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Like, he wouldn't stick around.
Have you ever been married?
I was gonna say sometimes.
He's assuming that Bruce Wayne is going to die at some point. And Bruce Wayne doesn't have any kids. Like, Bruce Wayne's not going to live as long as Alfred. I think that was his plan. And then he'll get the estate.
But now he's like, look, this is our family's goal. This is how our family gets a leg up in the world, is by waiting and hand and foot on Bruce until he dies.
Because he's a fucking family of butlers, because his brother he's been trying to get in contact with is also a butler.
Yeah, you come from a long line of assistant pimps. I've been pimping since been pimping.
But she tells Robin that
Get my baby
Alfred's
powder.
sick. They call me Powder.
Pimps go through this shit from time to time.
Where my powder at?
She tells him that Alfred is sick, and she walks out, and Batman has just been hiding in the shadows watching. He's like, oh, they're not fucking, damn it. He's like, he's not sick. He's dying.
Yeah,
I think he might have MacGuffin syndrome.
I think he has stage fucking 1 MacGuffin. Batman just has to prove how smart he is. Oh, Alfred's sick. No, you fucking idiot. He's not sick. He's dying. Well, yeah, he's dying from being sick, I think. I think we can both be right, Bruce.
He's not sick. He's dying. Also, I'm sorry I'm being so rude. I'm very upset. I was hoping to watch 2 young people fuck.
I'm sorry. It was my understanding when a fucking hot young orphan moved in with another hot young orphan under my roof, I was going to watch them fuck. You think I like cutting the eye holes out of paintings? You think I like going that?
I
think
put
I like
on
being
this.
that behind the cross
I
space?
put on this Superman shirt and hid in the corner for no reason, and now he's gonna make fun of me. At
That's
Arkham,
it. I gotta go fuck Lois Lane.
At Arkham, Frieza's sister is here to see him, and so it's Uma
He
Thurman,
almost spoiled it too. Sister, I don't have any sister.
and she comes in. And she's like, "I really am to die for."
Old lady, you could give me all the smooches in the world. At least I would be leaving this world the way that I loved. Kissing.
I leave this
Fuck
world the
her
way
up,
I came
Buttercup.
in when my mother. Wait, what? You remind me of my mother, is what I'm saying.
Sorry, my mom grew a lot of plants, and you do that too, so that's cool.
Of course, her plants are the reason I don't see her anymore. She's in jail.
And mom's just growing some sweet ganj.
I vowed I would never be a criminal, so I became a cop, but I was a really bad cop even for Gotham. So now I'm an Arkham guard.
I thought Arkham was an insane asylum, not
It is.
a
Yes,
prison.
and prison.
It's a
So it's Rikers.
Arkham Asylum for the criminally insane.
It's a catch-all.
Yeah.
So it's Rikers.
It's
Because for whatever fucking reason-
criminal batshit criminal people.
Gotham doesn't learn. It just like, I understand like Batman doesn't kill and yada yada, but like how many deaths is the Joker responsible for every time he escapes Gotham or Freeze or any of these fucking guys? You know, we see it coming up here when Bane grabs the armor. We have a bunch of different costumes. You got the Riddler's
Did you
costume,
see the Riddler?
Two-Face costume. So these guys are in here ready to get out. They're like, we got to rehabilitate them.
Derek
Motherfucker,
pointed out.
you tried to rehabilitate them. That's fine. You
Why
need
is
to kill them.
Why is Two-Face's costume there? He died.
Allegedly. Did you see him poop?
No.
Oh, maybe they caught him in the waves.
If I don't see poop, hang up the suits.
Got it.
Bane breaks in through the evidence room, and then they all escape by jumping out of like a 50-story tower of terror. Like,
I hope your bodyguard can swim. That's not the issue. I hope he survives the fall.
He'll
Swimming
survive.
is the least of our issues.
Dude, Bane hits that water and just bursts into like a water balloon filled with
Oh,
venom.
right?
Because he's all goopy and
just
juiced
pops.
up.
Yeah. Oh God. He just
hits a
turns into
rock.
fucking Nickelodeon gack.
He hits a couple spikes coming down, like rocky spikes, and just starts popping and just squirting everywhere. Just like,
Oh my God, there's green goo everywhere. God, I'm really happy I don't have to clean this up.
He's like that guy that falls off the Titanic and hits the propeller. There's a moment of Bruce talking to Alfred about being sick and if he regrets his decision to stay his butler and all stuff, and he doesn't. Of course, he doesn't regret it. And he's like, "Well, Alfred, it's okay. Not all heroes wear masks." But if this movie was made in 2020, there'd be
Not all
some
those.
fucking right winger out there like, that's right. Most
Hell
heroes
yeah,
don't."
brother. You know what I'm saying? That Mr. Freeze is pretty cool. He likes ice, and I like ice. I think we were kind of the same. You know what I'm saying, brother?
Oh, he could get my whiskey really, really cold, which is the best possible way to drink it so it doesn't
You know,
taste like
when you are
nothing.
drinking Jack Daniels, I prefer to have my bottle in the freezer. It's just a personal choice, and I like my personal freedoms. So the Jack Fire, especially ice cold when it's all syrupy, and you start to get a separation of alcohol and all the adjuncts they have. That's when I really like it. Do you have
true.
anything
I'm
with
gonna
any
chug
sort
it
of
again.
antifreeze in it? Because I like to drink Fireball.
So they go to Freeze's lair because he has to get diamonds to power his suit. She's like, "You get the diamonds. I'll go rescue your wife." He freezes up all these cops because the cops are looking around, and he just has this big switch that says hot and freeze.
Why does he have this?
Why would you ever have it? Why would you have an option to switch it to hot?
If the hot kills you, why is this in your lair?
Then Ivy is trying to seduce Robin again because he was the weaker one, easier to get. And she's like, "There's something about an anatomically correct rubber suit that puts heat in a girl's lips.
Anatomically correct, like there's no penis there.
Yeah, but there's a
I
cob.
like them like a Barbie or a Ken."
Ken doll. I like him like a Ken doll, see?
She's talking about the nipples.
She's like, "This is 1997. Dogma."
I know
just
she's
came out.
talking about the nipples, but it's not anatomically correct if you look at the crotch.
Look, this is 97. Dogma just came out, and I saw Alan Rickman's bump and was like, "Give me some of that."
Is it 97 for Dogma?
I want to
think
say it
so.
was 97. I could be wrong.
Kevin
What do I
Smith's releasing it again soon, so
Say it's 99.
know? All right, now I got to find out.
pretty sure it's 98. It's probably 97.
99 or 2000.
All right, it's 99. Go fuck yourself.
Damn.
I saw this movie that's coming out in a couple years. It's called Dogma.
The plants went back to the future and then told me all about it. Christopher Lloyd's Mr. Freeze.
Mr. Freeze came back from the future.
Oh, there's this movie coming out. You can't wait to see it.
So Bane and Batman have a fight. Ivy is seducing Robin.
Then they kind of switch a little bit.
Yeah, and at one point, Robin's about to kiss Poison Ivy, I think, and
Yep.
Batman tells him to stop, and that's when he's like, "You just can't stand that she wants to kiss me and not you. Also, I want a car. Meh."
I'm like, you know what? Fucking kiss her.
Hey,
Give her
orphan.
one.
Hey, remember how you were a homeless orphan?
Yeah.
Go back to my house and clean it. My butler's sick.
Go be back in the traveling. Go do laundry like with karate kicks like you were doing in the last one, you idiot. Making a mess. Making Alfred clean up after you.
So this is when he's like, "I'm going solo. I want a Robin signal."
I'm the
Dumb.
cardboard man.
It's red. It's for me.
Red like a robin. Red Robin. I'm going to open a chain of restaurants.
Red Robin.
Boring. Ivy unplugs Mr. Freeze's wife because she doesn't want any competition, see?
This is a one-woman show, girl.
She blames it on Batman. So Mr. Freeze now wants to kill Batman instead of just wanting to stop him and get his diamonds.
And she's got this suddenly see more kind of what do you call it? Little shop of horse plant.
Yes.
Yeah.
She finally succeeded in crossing a snake and a plant, which no thank you. I don't need that in my life. I don't need plants that can eat me. But
And she
she's
tells
I mean,
him-
we already have plants that can eat you.
he's like, I'm
not me.
going to kill Batman and the Robin. And she's like, why should only Batman and Robin die while all of society that created them goes unpunished? Fuck them all. And she's like,
let's do it.
we'll be the only two people in the world, and then I can make you my ice wife.
Adam and evil.
Yeah, it's good.
I actually like that line.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And if it was somebody stinking like Stinky saying it, it'd be shitty. But it's Arnold putting mustard on everything.
Everything.
It's Adam and Evil.
Now
Who
let
else
go.
did you say was up there? It's Adam and evil.
Adam and Evil.
Oh, it's Adam. I could be Adam and you could be Eve. Oh, you know, Adam and Evil in the Garden of Eden. I'm eating out tonight.
I kept this uncomfortable hunk of diamond in my ass.
And I'll be damned if some flying Batman's going to get his hands on it.
So yeah, this is where we find out that Alfred has stage 1 MacGuffin syndrome. I almost fell out of my chair. Just because I was falling asleep.
Because he was standing up on a hammock.
Dude, at this point of the movie, I was just like, oh my fucking God, is it done yet? I want to be done.
Telling you, man. You should have been over here fucking just pouring W's and ripping bongs. It was a great day.
He tasks Alicia Silverstone with finding his brother to be the new Bat Butler. And then we
should have called a battler.
He says, don't open this. Whatever you do not open this.
So of course she opens it.
Because she's a broad, a dame.
Dude, when
she
she's
cannot
hacking
stop herself.
When she's hacking into his DVD or whatever is going on, she's like guessing
try the
passwords.
password
England. Bruce Wayne. And like it ends up
Did you
being
just-
her
Peg.
mom, and so it's just Pam.
Peg.
No,
Peg.
Peg, because it's Margaret
likes to
is
peg.
her name.
Yeah, I never
And-
understood that shortening of Margaret.
Yeah, Peggy is short for Margaret.
Yep.
Well, it's like not your
It doesn't
Jack,
make
but
sense.
Jack is short for John, and it's like
Right,
John's
which
already
is-
short.
Exactly, it's the same fucking letters. It's not short for fucking anything. And just so people know, my name is Jack, not fucking John.
Or
That's why I
Jackson.
started with not you, Jack, but
Yeah.
other Jacks.
I just need other people to know that. No, as a little kid, I didn't get it. People were like, what's Jack short for? I'm like, what the fuck are you talking? Jack's short. Jack is short. He's short for what?
So there's the telescope opening is happening. So we go back to
Telescopening.
Megalopolis. Poison Ivy seduces Commissioner Gordon into giving her the keys to the bat signal.
I love when she goes to like kiss him to kill him. And she's like, you're a little too old for me. He's like, no, I assure you, I'm not. Please come back.
Please put me out of my misery. I don't want to do another Batman
I'm
movie.
not even attracted to you. I want to be out of this franchise. Please kill me.
Please come
He
back
has
and
more of these planned,
wiggle
you know.
my big toe.
He's going to have Coolio as a scarecrow in the next one. You have to kiss me. I can't watch Coolio be the scarecrow.
So Bane destroys the bat signal. She sets up a Robin signal, and he gets
Robin.
This got the biggest laugh out of me for the whole movie, besides anything Arnold Schwarzenegger said, but anything anybody
Okay.
else said.
Okay.
The Robin signal goes up. He's like, "That's for me, not for you." And he goes to leave, and Bruce Wayne sits up and goes, "She's trying to kill you, dick."
Yeah. You laughed and they didn't want you to.
Yeah.
Listen,
I
Dick.
know his name is Dick Grayson, but it's like, look, Dick. She's
Get
trying
out
to
of here,
kill you.
Dick. Why don't you shut your mouth, Dick?
The Freeze is going to use the telescope to make a super weapon because it's powered by diamonds? ? Data's dad and One Night.
Whoever
Get
wrote
Frozen.
this just watched Congo. And they're like, dude,
Better
diamonds,
movie.
diamonds are power.
Better movie.
Oh, better movie. Not even arguable, by the way.
We
Yeah.
just watched that recently. Did I ever finish it?
No, you
Like
went
as
to
much fun as I have with this movie, I will watch Congo every day of the week before this.
bed. Yeah.
Maybe I'd sing a different tune if this movie had Ernie Hudson. Oh my God,
Ugly
it's Mr.
gorilla.
Freeze. Have the balls to give a fucking Mr. Freeze a black actor.
No. Ernie Hudson is Batman. Tim Curry is Mr. Freeze.
Ernie Hudson as Commissioner Gordon. Tim Curry as Poison Ivy. Listen,
listening.
boys.
I'm listening.
I knew I'd get Whitney with that one.
And that's why he needs to use the powder so people would
I'm a-
actually be into
What is it? I'm a something transvestite from
I'm
Transylvania.
a sweet transsexuals from
There you
sweet transvestite from transsexual
transsexual
Transylvania.
Transylvania.
Yeah, we got that.
That's all he has to say while being
Dr. Frankfurter.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
I hate that movie, but I know that exists.
yeah.
I think you do need to watch it again with my eyes.
I can't do that. Your eyes are
Hey,
in your head.
well, hold on. We made her watch Miami Connection at 3 in the
Multiple
morning,
times.
but recently at 3 in the morning. You owe her one. We owe her one.
Yeah, but Miami Connection is a movie.
Yeah, I'm
That's
just
just
saying.
a collection of scenes that are made
I'm
for
just
people
saying.
to scream at.
We forced a movie upon her with little consent, and she abided by us. So we owe her. That's all.
Can I prevent this if I let you know that the one time I saw Rocky Horror Picture Show, I considered walking out into the middle of the street because my girlfriend's apartment was on a busy street and just laying down in all black clothing and hoping someone would run me over.
Question. Did you have Jack's caveats?
Yeah.
Did you have Whitney's caveats?
I was with my girlfriend. I was stoned and I was drunk. And I was like,
Whitney's
"Ow!"
caveats. Anytime you're having a bad time, she gives your balls a tug.
Tit fucker.
Tit fucker. Give
We'll
your
find
balls
a different
tug.
one. I'll find a different one.
There's a we and
Practical magic.
Barbara finds her way into the Batcave, and this Alfred AI that's doing the classic '90s AI computer glitch. Like when he's talking,
I knew
he's like,
you would show
I knew,
up.
I knew you would show up in the.
This
in
is
the
just a
Batcave.
Max
system
Rebar? What's his name?
manipulation.
Max Headroom.
Headroom.
Yeah, I also do it in Virtuosity.
I'm
though.
Michael
It's like, it
Caine.
was
This
the
is a
90s thing.
simulation, isn't it? I'm going to
That
go
would
have
have been
sex
great.
with Demi Moore.
If they knew that Michael Caine was going to play Alfred in the future, they just have him be AI Alfred.
Oh,
He's like,
man.
This is what I wish I was like.
This is my version of myself in the Matrix, isn't it?
This is Alfred if he ever went on vacation to Rio with his best friend and his daughter.
Oof.
I will blame it on Rio. You shouldn't either, though.
I love my best friend's daughter.
Ugh. Ugh.
We've got to get to that one day.
I'll probably go watch it while you're editing.
So Robin goes to Poison Ivy's hideout. There's horny plants that are just moaning and reaching out for him. And,
That's because Uma Thurman put some of her thirst into them. You're plants, but you want everyone to fuck you, see?
we have Poison Ivy's probably most sexual line of the whole movie right here.
Which is saying something.
Because
Yeah,
he
it
comes
is.
in and because she says she's going to be good and work with him is what she's telling him. And he's like, I just want to make sure you're turning over a new leaf. And she slides up on him and goes, how about slippery when wet?
Oh,
I'm like,
my.
dude, what?
Kids movie.
She's like, how about Snail Trail? They call me Snail Trail Becky.
I learned this one from
Jesus.
Nicole Kidman. Every time she saw Batman, she left a snail trail. That's what I do. Sticky, slippery.
So she gives him a kiss for
I'm a
luck.
Venus guy trap. I clinch onto it like you wouldn't believe.
So she's definitely trying to breed a sperm whale with one of these plants, right?
She is.
Oh, yeah. She needs that big honking hog.
I'm trying to crossbreed a sperm whale and a cucumber. Don't ask.
A sea cucumber?
then?
Like a nudibranch?
No, like the kind people put in their vaginas.
Oh my God. Who's putting cucumbers in their vagina?
I saw this comic strip online, and it was like all these fruits and vegetables in a shopping basket. And they were like, oh man, I'm so excited we got chosen. I hope we become part of some great, amazing dish. And then cut to, it's just this, the cucumber in this like dark area with like pink kind of ridges around the side. And he's just got this look on his face like,
That's probably the best life a vegetable can have.
well, not if they want to be eaten.
You are
Let's do
getting
it
consumed.
again.
You got some lips chewing on you.
Is this your pickle? So, she gives him a kiss for luck. Bad luck. I'm sorry. Bad luck. I'm afraid.
Yeah, there you
your
go. There
toxins
you go.
don't work on rubber lips. Ah.
Da da da.
He peels the rubber lips off of his rubber lips. And then he gets grabbed by the vines. And my vines have a crush on you.
Okay, this is a pretty good scene, but can we get the dummy out of here and put Chris O'Donnell in there? That is Chris. That's not the dummy. Okay.
This scene right here is why I think they did the gun in reverse, because they did that here when the vines are pulling him down and he pulls up and then pulls him back down again. They're doing forward and reverse.
That's because they were like, we need it to struggle, but these vines aren't really working. So we'll just fix it in post.
Fix
They
it
just
in post.
fast forward, rewind, fast forward, rewind. It looks great. Now Batgirl shows up. Batgirl!
Nipples. She had a
I'd
little
suck on
scene
those.
too when she was suiting up, dude. It was like camel toe, nipples, butt cheeks, nipples, camel toe.
I really appreciated those butt cheek shots.
Yeah,
Me
I did
too.
too.
Me too.
That's again, I think he made her eat more to plump up her booty as well.
He's like, look, you fit in the suit, but I can see a little bit of give.
I'm like,
We don't want any
squats, baby,
give.
squats.
We don't want to give. We need lush. We need full.
They didn't know that it was all about squats yet, so they were just like, what is that song? He says, red beans and rice didn't miss her. Give her some red beans and rice.
I mean, we're just still fresh off the Prophet Sir Mix-a-Lot. Like big butts are just coming into fashion.
So Batgirl and Poison Ivy have a fight. Mr. Freeze is setting up his telescope. Let's kick some ice.
Yeah.
Or no, does George Clooney say that when no, because he's not there yet. Because Freeze gets to freeze Gotham, and this is when they're coming up in their ice bat vehicles on the
selling toys
on the most soundstagiest soundstage you've ever seen. I'm pretty sure that these ice vehicles and the soundstage are actually just the toys. Like you could buy the Frozen Gotham toy set or whatever, and they just like if we shoot it with this macro lens, it'll look like we're shooting from high up, and we can just slide the toys across.
I'm pretty sure that's what they did.
Because this is the fakest ice has ever looked.
It's kind of smart.
That's saying something in this movie.
Just
that's
film
filled with rubber icicles.
Just film a commercial, and we'll use it for the commercial, but also in the movie. It's just perfect.
There's
Have
like
you ever heard of synergy.
There's like a one frame thing that you can't really see when you're watching, like Fight Club when he's putting porn in there because they didn't cut the commercial soon enough, and you see some kid being like, "Yeah," but it's just like that.
Did you see that? It just had $12.99 flash at the top left corner.
One of these goons shows up with Freeze's like ice truck thing and uses freeze rockets or something. I don't know, but Batman deflects them back and blows.
You got to
it up.
buy the toys to understand what they are, dude.
Yeah, you got to buy the toys, but the rockets are sold separately because you're going to have to replace them.
Yeah,
you're gonna lose these. Your little kid brother's probably gonna die from choking on them. So
probably going up somebody's butt.
Yep.
Wasn't there a Spider-Man toy that was like Venom and you squeezed it and stuff came out?
Ew.
I
feel like I remember
Let me
that.
get on my phone and try and find one.
But there's 8 minutes left to thaw the city, but morning isn't for another 5 hours.
That math is not good. Just saying, guys.
But Robin says, speaking of Congo, it's morning in the Congo.
Ooh, see? Exactly. This writer fucking knew.
Robin's just like, hold on. So we're Pacific time. If you go, yeah, it's morning in the Congo. Only the Congo, not anywhere else in that entire strip of the planet.
He's got a girlfriend in the Congo. He's like, trust me, I know what time it is in the Congo any fucking time.
Look, I get emails from her. Like, I just have to send her $10,000 so she can access her bank account, and then she's going to give me $1 million.
Apparently, she's a princess, and she's really into me. Bruce, I know you're jealous, but I just need to borrow another $1 million to give to her.
Not doing it, sir.
And we get the opening line from the podcast. Tonight's forecast: a freeze is coming.
Ooh, so am I.
So Batgirl and Robin fall again.
But before that, though, there is a really stupid thing where it's like, well, we can use the satellites to align all these, use a computer to align these satellites. And fucking George is like, that would take a computer genius. And all of a sudden, Robin and Alicia Silverstone are like, we got this.
Well, I love that. Yeah, Chris O'Donnell's like, I got this. And Alicia Silverstone looks at him like, bitch, I got this. I hacked Alfred's DVD. Thank you.
Also, you guys are forgetting that she majored in that at Oxford, whatever.
I don't think we're forgetting.
Oxford.
I think Chris O'Donnell's forgetting. Because he's like, even at one point he says something like, out of the way, little girl, or you're not too bad, little girl. And she's like, yeah, I am pretty good, little boy.
Yeah.
Worst flirting ever.
I think that it took her 2 scenes to figure out Pam. So
yes.
I'm not whatever.
Hag.
Pam makes more sense. It's got
Pam
an
is
M
awesome
in it.
from
her
Archer.
hacking skills are like, all right, well, my uncle's from England. Ooh, I'll try England. No, he works for Bruce Wayne. Oh, I'm gonna try Bruce Wayne.
There's just that fucking song from Hackers playing in the background. I can't think of the name of the.
You gotta
group
get
right now.
yourself connected. Riding
Writings
on
on
the
the
wall.
wall.
La, la, la,
If
la,
you're
la,
not
la.
neglected.
That's the second
Stumble,
time
you
Hackers
might
has
fall.
come up
Stumble,
this
you
month,
might
so I'm gonna have to
fall.
watch that later.
I bet you own it on 4K.
Oh, I do. That's what we watched it on when we did the episode.
We did that. We did that.
Yeah,
Was I there?
yeah.
Hope it was
But yeah,
funny.
Okay, Whitney, settle down.
But this is what it happens. Like they fall. Robin grabs her and he's like, "I've got you," and he shoots up his grappling hook and I think it misses or something. And she's
Is that
like,
an
"No,
icicle?
I've got you.
So it cracks. Yeah. I've got you.
But guess who doesn't go after them? Batman.
Because
He's
fuck,
busy, dude.
he figured out though. He's like, hey, what's the orphanage like right now? Like, we are flush.
He's like, look, we've got about 6.5 minutes until everybody in the city's dead. I'm going to have some orphans on my hands.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to have a fresh fucking crop of orphans.
I can get them young and train them so they don't show up with all this fucking shitty attitude like Chris O'Donnell.
Sorry that Chris O'Donnell was a 23-year-old orphan that had to come live with me.
Fucking seriously, right?
So Batman and Freeze have a fight to control the telescope. Bane is fighting Batgirl and Robin. They do unplug the venom from his suit and he shrinks back down.
He comes to death.
And then they get the things aligned and do whatever. And Batman's got his one-liner for, hey, Freeze, the heat is on.
Heat is on.
And that's when they should have cued the music,
Heat is
right?
We don't have any needle drops here, dude. We've got original score only, right?
I believe so, yeah. Not a good one either.
No.
I'm pretty sure they didn't get Danny Elfman back for this one.
No. Yo, God, no. If you have to wonder.
They got Donnie Blackman.
They got Alan Silvestri.
Donnie No Man.
Jimmy Wonton.
Alice Eyeballs.
But so they turn the freeze ray into a heat ray that might actually be worse for Gotham than the ice, because like think about ants under a microscope, because that's what this is, or under a magnifying glass.
Don't worry, I'm gonna thaw them out. Oh! I just lit a couple of people on fire.
They're like direct sunlight from the other side of the world and using an enhancer to shoot direct sunlight at Gotham.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're doing fast passes, so it's just melting and not burning anybody because they're still frozen. They're still cold.
What if they accidentally go fast pass right over the same spot they just did? They're like, oh, shit.
I mean, we can ignore the science because as soon as you are frozen, you're dead.
They did. Why
That's
wouldn't we?
yeah, like they ignored the science, so we can too. This is a Gotham that has wonky ass gravity, weird ass rules about hot and cold, and plants have fucking saber-toothed fangs. Deal with it.
Yeah.
It's Gotham. Welcome.
But Freeze had a contingency plan because he has a bunch of bombs set. So he sets off the bombs.
Sorry, when Bane is setting him off, all I thought, because he just goes, bomb, sets it down, bomb, sets it down. How many of those do you have, by the way? About 100 bombs. Oh my God. He's going to say this 98 more times. Bomb. Jesus fucking Christ, Bane.
The word is starting to lose meaning.
Yeah, dude. Say something else, please. IED.
And we
Bang.
didn't mention that during this whole thing, when
Boom.
the telescope's going back and forth and they're fighting, our two welcome backs are hanging off the telescope.
Oh, yeah. Doing some good work.
When the bombs go off, the telescope falls, Batman and the scientists fall. Of course, he saves them, and he has time to save them from falling, set them to the side, and then go save Batgirl and Robin again.
But when they're on the telescope, like as it's moving, they're cheering on Batman and fucking at one point Freeze says something. They're all dirty fighter. It's like, what?
That did get a laugh out of me.
There's a Gotham cop here who gets unfrozen. And you guys wouldn't know. But I'm just going to give him some credit. He's a stuntman, a guy named Buddy Joe Hooker, who has been in over 200 movies.
Yeah.
And also there's another Hooker credited in the stunts on this, and it's like a Danny Bob Hooker or something. So they're both going by double names.
Yeah.
But Buddy Joe Hooker is like classic. Like he's been around forever.
That name sounds familiar from knowing you.
Tarantino used him in Death Proof, I think, because he was doing that whole 70s throwback thing, and that was kind of Buddy Joe Hooker's heyday. He probably did a bunch of shit with he's a stunt driver and stuff too, so he probably did a bunch of shit with Burt Reynolds or whatever. I didn't look at all of his movies. I just looked and I was like, he's either been the stunt man or coordinator for over 200 movies, and he's still alive.
Fuck yeah. Good for you, buddy.
Yeah. His name's Buddy. So Freeze like, kill me like you killed my wife. And George Clooney's like, I didn't kill your wife. Look at my brand new iPhone available now at a store near you. And he plays the video of Poison Ivy unplugging.
And she's not dead. We kept her on ice for you.
Yeah, I never killed her. I did find her. We recovered her. She is still has MacGuffin, but she's okay. If you help me cure my guy, Alfred has stage 1 MacGuffin. If you help me with that, then we can help you get your lab all set up at Arkham, and we won't, murder you, as it were.
Well,
Take 2.
And the way he says it is even dumber because he's like, cure Alfred or save my friend, and maybe you can save yourself too.
No, it's actually dumber than that. Save the man your wife loved.
Oh, yeah.
Save the man your wife loved. He's still in there.
Yeah,
The power of love is the whole weapon in this movie is love.
And
The power of
Mr.
love.
Freeze,
I need a young Freeze and a new Freeze.
Mr. Freeze does pull the 2 capsules out of his armor. What Whitney just said, he's like, take 2 of these and call me in the morning.
Dude, when we
This
were
guy
watching
can't
it,
stop.
Derek called it.
I literally said, like, they were in the middle of their conversation. I was like, take 2 of these and call me in the morning. And then it was like 45 seconds later, he opens the little thing. Take 2 of these because he's a doctor.
Yeah, he can't not. This guy's a fucking pun master.
Yeah.
And now he's Poison Ivy is in Arkham, picking up leaves off of a flower, which I feel like is against her thing. But
Right.
and then suddenly in the background, all these blue lights light up. Surprise! I'm your new cellmate. Winter has come at last. So he's already read Game of Thrones. He does time travel.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's Christopher Lloyd.
So Alfred's all better, but the house is trashed, and I'm rather disappointed at how poorly I've taught you proper housekeeping.
Yeah, but he's better like instantly. Like, how do you feel? He's like, fucking great. Good enough to make fun of you for leaving a dirty dish in the sink, you idiot. Come here and give me a handy.
It's not a dirty dish in the sink. As soon as it cut to this, I was like, God, this looks like Leonardo DiCaprio's house in The Aviator when he's filling jars with piss and has long fingernails and shit.
Right.
He's like the way of the Batman sitting in the corner, the way of the future, the way of the future, the way of the future. Like, it's disgusting.
I have to design a new Batmobile. I have to design a faster Batwing.
They decide that they're all going to be partners, and Bruce or Alfred gets the last line. We're going to need a bigger Batcave.
Yep.
Hey, we just celebrated Jaws' anniversary.
Yeah, it's 50 years this year. After 4 hours of this movie, he's like, remember to go home and watch Jaws, which is better.
Dude, yeah. At least they saved it till the end. Because if at the very beginning of this movie they were like, watch Jaws, I'm like, okay.
It would have been better if Alfred was Michael Caine at this point, though, because Michael Caine was in Jaws 4, The Revenge.
Oh, yeah,
So-
with Mario Van Peebles.
And that's the end of the movie. I did notice another stunt person whose name is just credited as Uzi Gal.
I saw that. What a great name.
And we do, you know what? We do get original songs. There are needle drops, not just the score. Not until the credits,
After. Yeah.
Because in these credits, there's some song up front. I don't remember what it is. And then there is an R. Kelly original song that is one of the most boring things I've ever heard called Gotham City.
Man, he worked really hard on that too.
Yeah, he had to take a break from pissing on 14-year-olds.
I think he can do both at the same time.
Write his music and piss on a 14-year-old?
he's writing
Yeah,
on-
that's
he's- Writing
That's
it
his,
on her
that's his
back.
inspirado.
I'm going to piss on you, pee on you, drip, drip, drip.
Little pee pee, little bit of poo poo. Chappelle told us, man.
So that's the end of the movie. We'll do recommendations.
No.
You know what? We'll start with Jack because Jack obviously hated this movie.
Obviously. No, I recommend this movie, but it has to have the caveats. I do not think this is going to be a good movie to put on silently with a little bit of my music and doing one of those. I need the drinking. I need at least the marijuana. Extracurriculars help a lot. Having somebody with you, phenomenal. But you got to know what this movie is. It is the ultimate background bullshit drug movie.
I mean, it could work if you put music on, only if you were throwing a rave at your house.
Sure.
Like, I don't even have to put,
It is
I don't have
bright.
to put in. I don't have to put in neon lights or anything. I've got them.
I mean, that's why I like the extracurricular aspect of it. It's bright, it's flashy, it's I was gonna say it's fast, but it's not fast. That's the drawback.
It did look better with my behind TV lighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That helps
I
a
say
lot.
no.
So even with my caveats.
I wouldn't know. I hated it. I fucking hated it.
Should have caveated.
Would you like to expound on that?
No, I would not.
right.
I just didn't like it. It was
Top to
it was
bottom,
long.
hated
It was
it.
boring. I was annoyed.
I can't recommend it either. I do own it, and I will watch it again. But that's because if I'm watching all the Batman movies, I got to watch them all.
I think I'm gonna make you guys let's give it like 18 months from now, and I'm gonna caveat you guys with it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's boring. It's Joel Schumacher is very hit and miss, but I don't think it's necessarily 100% his fault. There's a lot going on that just doesn't work. Nobody gives a shit except for Arnold.
Yeah.
Uma was giving a performance.
She tried. She tried something.
Yeah.
Alicia Silverstone, for as beautiful as she is, and I was happy to see her in a tight-fitting suit,
And I love her mouth.
did nothing.
But she had a lot of stuff cut, so we don't know.
But I mean, just even those scenes she had was just very like, she was barely performing. Chris O'Donnell, we've talked about him before. George Clooney.
I mean, it's hard to work off of cardboard. Remember?
George Clooney, I think, did fine. He's not a good Batman. I think he was a great Bruce Wayne. I think when he's playing that aloof, rich douchebag character, it works because George Clooney is an aloof, rich douchebag. That's the end of our superhero.
Spectacular.
And we didn't have a theme for next month, but we have been invited to join 17 other podcasts and various types of creators in July's Month of Action.
Ow.
So we will be doing this. I think it's probably a little too late to get people scheduled, guests from these scheduled onto episodes, but I've already talked to people about doing some episodes, and I'm going to talk to some more of them. It's put on by the guys you see at the top right there. Give Me Back My Action Movies and Give Me Back My Horror Movies. They have 2, 3, 4 podcasts, something like that. But Give Me Back My Action Movies, every July they do Month of Action. And
the good beer one jumps right out at me.
Yeah, and we're being joined by, Movie Dumpster, Good Beer, Bad Movie Night, Video Villa Entertainment, Doom Generation, Bucket of Chum, our friend Steve.
Oh, is he on there?
Steve. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And then down at the bottom, those 3 black ones you can see. The middle one, Extra Spooky. That's our former guest Serge. That's his new podcast or
nice.
social
Fuck
media.
yeah.
So he's joining in. He's already started posting episodes. He did Ricky O, the story of Ricky, which is a great one. The one with the 3 gruff-looking action star guys. That is B Action Movie Podcast.
Okay.
It's some of the guys from the Give Me Back My Action and Horror and some other people. One of the guys from Flicks and Friends. I've already talked to him. He's one of the guys I talked to about being on an episode. He listened to our Punisher episode and really enjoyed it, so he wants to join us.
I like the Brainbuster video logo.
Yeah, I think they're actually like a video. I think I haven't gotten a look into everybody's stuff yet because this just happened. Not everybody here podcasts. I think Brainbuster Video does. I think they sell videos, but they're going to do some stuff. The Geeks with Beards that's down there at the bottom, they do like comic book podcasting, so they're going to talk
sound
about,
like friends of ours.
I think they're going to talk about the Demolition Man comics, I think is what I saw. So
Nice.
it's a great event. It's going to be really cool. We're all, a bunch of smaller podcasters helping to support each other, cross promote, get everything out there. So check those guys out. I'll be posting stuff throughout the month whenever they post stories or reels or whatever. I'll be sharing that. So check them out. Give them some love. But tune in for our next episode, which kicks off Month of Action. It'll be the Electric State from this year, 2025, or maybe the very end of last year. I couldn't be bothered to care. It's available only on Netflix because it's a Netflix original. And it is the most expensive movie that Netflix has ever made and one of the most expensive movies ever made, period. $320 million.
Whoa.
And I want to say it's sitting at a solid 14% on Rotten Tomatoes and like a 1.
Well, that's a low percent.
Or maybe a 2.1 on Letterboxd. So it's down there.
That's pretty
Stinkerville.
bad.
So we'll be talking about that with Chris Pratt and Millie Bobby Brown. The thing is, it's got a cast on there that's actually kind of impressive. I mean, Chris Pratt, I could take him or leave him at this point. I'm at Chris Pratt burnout.
Yeah.
And Millie Bobby Brown is good in Stranger Things. I haven't seen her in anything else. But let me see real quick. There was a bunch of people. I know Ke Kwan is in there.
Ooh.
Giancarlo Esposito, Stanley Tucci, Woody Harrelson, Anthony Mackie.
We got the toots.
So there's all
Jesus
kinds of people
Christ,
in there.
dude.
But apparently
Harrelson?
it's just a big piece of shit. So
Wow.
none of us have watched it. I know it's something about there's a war between robots and humans and the world is all dystopian, and Millie Bobby Brown has to go across the country with a robo companion named Cosmo to find her brother, and she teams up with Chris Pratt, who's playing Han Solo. Because he's like
Nice.
a wisecracking smuggler who hangs out with a big robot.
Yeah, we're
Just
splitting hairs here.
replace robot with Wookiee. And
We're splitting Wookiee hairs here.
don't forget to check out our Patreon at patreon.com/worstpeople. We have 2 tiers on there. So at the $3 tier, which we call Fight the Ninja, you get our monthly mental health episodes, a newsletter. You get the early uncut ad-free episodes of Han Took Shots First, and you get access to our archived episodes. And then we have the $5 tier, Under the Gun, which includes Latchkey Vids, where we're currently talking about Cop Rock, and ad-free episodes of all these main feed episodes. So if you're thinking, boy, I sure wish there weren't ads in this, $5 a month, you can fix that, man.
And we have other things in the hopper for Patreon. It's just the more people we get, the more content we can produce. Simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to do a lot of extra work. I mean, and we very much appreciate the patrons that we have.
Oh, we love
to
our patrons.
To make another part-time job for myself, to make another show for a handful of people to hear. So if more people join, I'm down to make more work for myself.
Hell yeah.
You
We've got
guys,
ideas,
I'm not gonna
man.
have a husband.
And then our Patreon episode for this month is 1978's Superman, which is available on Max, and it's
HBO
you can
Max.
rent it for $4 or buy it for $13. Yes, HBO Max. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Don't want to confuse the people.
Nope.
And Cop Rock, we're talking about episode 6, Oil of Olay.
I liked it.
So get in on that while you can. And I haven't mentioned this in a while. So if you guys go check out shop.badmoviesworstpeople.com, we have a bunch of merch there. I've added Han Took Shots First merch, and I can add more. I'm still working on some stuff where you can get shirts, hats, phone cases, pillows, tote bags, fucking baby onesies, stickers, masks, whatever. It's all there.
Ball gags. Not yet.
Not yet, but they do have like face masks. So if you want to put a ball on the inside of that.
Or just be a stupid, sexy
Gotcha.
ninja.
And also do us a favor, rate and review the podcast wherever you listen,
Please.
preferably 5 stars.
Love us.
That'll help
Give
people
me your
find
true
us.
rating.
No, give us 5 stars.
No, give me your
That'll
true
help
rating.
people find us. I don't want true ratings because that doesn't help people find us.
I need to improve.
Send me a message at badmoviesworstpeople@gmail.com. Let us know what you really think. But when you rate
Comments.
it 5 stars so that people can find us.
All right. He's probably right.
And we're going to thank you, Vasion, for our opening and closing music.
Thanks, Evasion.
Thank you, guys. That's it for this week. I've been Derek.
I'm married to him.
I've been chill.
Go kick some ice.